We're here, we're live, we are gonna talk about what's going on in the UFC. They're gonna be in Serbia this weekend. We got PFL New York, PFL merging with MVP, and Anthony Smith, Lionheart, in a lot of trouble. Updates with the MMA.
Wonderful.
All righty. How's everyone doing? Thank you for the gift seal. Appreciate that. Let me get these graphics set up over here as we are going to be talking about the latest in the news. Anthony Smith. I was a little nervous. I was like, we did a stream and maybe I'm being a little tough on Lionheart. And then I saw this guy put a post on social media and he's saying that Anthony Smith's daughter is like, no, you guys are being too hard on him. This is not what you think it is. And this guy pulled his post down and was talking about this. And then we got some new news, and it seems like it is as messed up as we thought it was. Too bad that wasn't the case, but yeah, it's gonna be bad.
Gonna be bad, my nigga.
Gonna be bad, ma. How's everyone doing in the chat? Let's get underway here on the MMA-Holes as we discuss the latest in the news. And the kids just got back from the old jiu-jitsu. And it's always interesting. I should have a camera before I go live with you guys. You get to see the shenanigans that go on in my house, which it's quite an experience with the young ones. Things have changed being a dad, but for the best, of course. Okay, let's get this set over here. Don't forget you get your picks in on MMA-Holes.tv for that undisputed belt. Get a chance of winning that big bad belt. UndisputedBelts.com. And before we went live, I noticed Anthony Smith still losing decisions. Yeah, pretty much. I have a very funny piece of merchandise that's 50% off. I'm not selling it, although I do have a mugshot, all the mugshots, if you want to go to MMA-Holes.tv. But there's a funny piece of merchandise that hit the stores. So on the UFC website, their store, they have Anthony Smith stuff, all 50% off on the UFC store. And this post was from Ricky Doobie. Shout out to Ricky Doobie on X. And if you look really closely over here, so if you want to get that Anthony Smith merchandise, you look really, really close on the bottom right. And I can't even believe they got this on the store, but this should be full price. This is a men's 500 level white wife beater undershirt, and it's fight worn for $16.50. Look at that. You can't make this up. A worn wife beater. Wow. They're capitalizing on what's going on in the world of Anthony Smith. Okay, let me do some alerts over here, and we'll get right to it. We got Mr. Wild coming in, being a top dog. Come on, get loud. MMA-Holes in the crowd. Come on, get loud. MMA-Holes in the crowd. Oh yeah. Got MMA-Holes in the crowd. MMA-Holes in the crowd. Hit the like. MMA-Holes in the crowd. Mr. Wild says,
sad for Anthony's family.
That's who I feel bad for, yeah. Anthony Smith's family. Yeah, it's not good. I tell you, having a daughter and stressing constantly when she gets older and, she starts dating and whatever, it's why I own a firearm. But, yeah, it's like you just don't know. Like some of these ladies. Now, I mean, Anthony Smith, I feel the writing's on the wall. A lot of cases you could see through a lot of this stuff. In fact, I was listening to a replay. James Lynch was live, and I was at the gym. I'm going through. I'm like, okay, let me listen to a little bit of this replay. So I was listening to James Lynch. He's a media guy, if you don't know. And he was talking about Anthony Smith not answering his DMs. Like, Anthony Smith used to be super cool and do his podcasts and interviews, and none of these fighters are obligated or forced to do podcasts or interviews. And it's one of the reasons why I don't go around and harass fighters as much as I used to, because it's just like these guys, they got better things to do than to do a million podcasts and media, right? But yeah, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Anthony Smith just started blowing off James Lynch. Apparently, he wasn't very professional with Michael Bisping, so he got kicked off the show over there. He's working on the UFC desk, and then behind the scenes, he's beating up his wife. You know, I mean, there's a lot, or trying to run over his wife. Let me get it correct, with his car. So, I mean, there's a lot of fingers pointing towards this guy is seriously a head case. Could be linked towards CTE, whatever. But if that is the case and the writing's on the wall, you got to get this guy some freaking help. You know, a lot of us that are being hard on fighters that, you know, go off the rails after they retire, whoop-de-fucking-do, man. You made a ton of money in the UFC, highs of high, everyone gets old, everyone's got to retire at some point. Grow the fuck up. If you need help, get help. Like, I mean, instead of trying to run over your wife, I don't give a shit if it's CTE, I don't give a shit what it is. It's hard for me to be sympathetic for fucking losers. It's very hard for me to do that. By the way, not a loser is Wild, and he's up in the lights here with the $6 donation. Let's go, champ. Hey, top dog. Hey, thank you, Mr. Wild. Thank you. Mosh, you saved me from the boring ride home, and for that, I thank you. I thank you, Travis, for choosing me to spend time with during your boring ride home. I appreciate that, man. It's kind of cool. Yeah, I think a lot of people, it's a little bit later for some on the East Coast, but there are some people on the West Coast probably traveling right now, coming home from work or whatever. So if you got me on in the car and we're listening live, we're hanging with the boys, I appreciate that. I'll get you home safely. Wild came in with another one. These are all before we went live. Look at this. Wild comes in over here and drops a 230.
Wonderful.
And it's straight from Scotland. Thank you, Wild.
Not supposed to hear that whose will be next from the UFC? Male sign emoji?
Not supposed to hear that whose will be next from the UFC. Not sure what we're saying there. Not supposed to hear that whose will be next for the... Oh, are you saying who will be next that gets in trouble? Is that what you're saying? Let me know in the chat. But thank you, Wild, very, very much. We got another one coming in here from G-Force, trying to get the phone lines open.
Chat.
Got a lot to talk about. PFL, big things.
It's gonna be bad, my... Wonderful, wonderful was Anthony Smith on the vodka.
Wonderful, wonderful.
He was out celebrating his 38th birthday. There was a car. There was a driveway. There was an altercation. There was domestic violence. We'll get into the nitty-gritty very, very soon. But don't forget to get your wife beaters on sale at the UFC store. Half off. Fight-worn wife beater. Get it while supplies are still available on UFC.com. Thank you very much, G-Force. We hit the goal. We open up the phone lines. Yes. Garbrandt, hold on a second. Let's go like this. Garbrandt Suggs. He Suggs. I broke the PFL MVP news. No, you did not. I saw it in the morning, very, very early this morning. The outlet that broke, it was a weird one, though. What the hell was it? The MVP news. It was a strange one. Let me just roll through some of the news, and then we'll get to the Anthony Smith and the MVP stuff. For those of you that don't know what MVP is, Most Valuable Promotion is headed by Nikisa and Jake Paul. Okay? So Jake Paul and Nikisa have partnered up with the PFL, basically gobbling up the PFL. I'm going to be honest with you. I would imagine that they're just going to take over, throw them over to Netflix, less events, but more interesting events. There's an event actually tomorrow that we're going to react to, so I'm sure they're going to be the timing makes sense considering they're going to be in New York tomorrow and Decheva is fighting. But I mean, I don't think this hurts PFL in any way. I also don't think this is very competitive against the UFC, but I'm interested to see what they come up with. And I like the fact that there's going to be an alternate thing to watch. Hopefully it doesn't go head-to-head with the UFC all the time. Once in a blue moon, fine, but I'm hoping that they choose another night to go through with that. But we'll see. I'll keep an eye on that and see how it works out.
Wonderful, wonderful.
We got optimistically cynical with the two.
In 20 years, everybody is going to remember exactly where they were when they heard the MVP news.
Yeah, it's pretty mind-blowing, right? Do you think this is going to... The whole combat sports world is going to be flipped upside down? Maybe. Maybe. Does anyone in the chat, and I got a poll in the chat, get your votes in, but does anyone in the chat actually think that this thing is going to literally explode and take over the UFC? Now, I got to be honest with you. I don't. I think the UFC is always going to be the big bad. You know, like it's going to be the big deal. You can compare it to major sports as well, right? There's only one MLB, there's only one NBA, there's only one NFL, there's NHL, UFC. Now, there are other promotions. There are little side quests here and there. Other countries got leagues going on. But ultimately, the big deal is the NFL, right? The big deal is the UFC. So I don't think, in my lifetime at least, that I'm going to see anything overcome and destroy the UFC. Now, as Dana White gets older and is less and less interested, which it looks like he's leaning towards that direction of being less interested, considering he doesn't know who's on the fight card this weekend. They did a press conference, Serbia situation, but they didn't do Duplessis and Usman. That would have been a cringe, fun press conference. They did it for this weekend. Okay, don't know how that went, but they asked Dana White a question on who is going to be on the card. Like, what was he more excited about? The fight that he's most excited about on the card, and Dana White had no idea who was fighting.
Wonderful.
We'll show that. We'll show that real soon. TKO. I was really hoping TKO would crash hard so I can buy more. The market doesn't read news well. It comes to MMA. TKO is low volume, 63%. Okay, so TKO group is down. And is that because of the MVP thing? TKO down mostly on the PFL MVP news. A 2% move in either direction isn't anything out of the ordinary for TKO. So it did drop a little bit. Stocks with the MVP thing over there. Interesting, but I don't think it's too big of a deal. On PFL MVP, calling it a merger is interesting, especially given PFL is paying MVP an 8-fight figure sum. Wait, hold on a second. PFL is paying MVP an 8-figure sum. So PFL is paying so MVP could help promote them? Oh, my God. So you had that Jake Paul situation where he's supposed to fight MMA, and he'll be talking about, apparently next year he's fighting MMA. But PFL actually paid. So PFL, they're investors. I mean, those that are plugged into this nonsense. PFL has people with deep pockets. That's why they're still alive. That's why they were able to gobble up Bellator. And they were working with ESPN. It looks like their days are numbered with ESPN. But they paid for MVP. I just found this out now. The real question is how transactions is ultimately structured. It's difficult to imagine Jake Paul and Nakisa Badarian attaches themselves to the entity with substantial historical operation losses unless the capital structure is being significantly reset. This is from Front Row Brian, who is a good guy to follow on X. Problem is he gets a little political and might turn you off there, but he does put thought into his tweets and posts over there. So I got him on the list over here. I got him on my eye. Got him on my radar.
Wonderful.
We got Mr. Freeze coming in with the 2.
Mosberger, could you ever live in countries like Australia or England where you basically can't own a firearm? I mean, how would even protect Jesrina and Jay Beers if you're not strapped?
I mean, I used to have 40 years I had the mindset of, I don't need a gun. But now living over here, I don't know how I can go backwards. I don't know how I could do that. So probably, I mean, would it be a complete game changer? No, but it would be a deterrent. It definitely would be a deterrent. I would never want to leave here where I am now. Right now, it's fucking great in Arizona. Arizona is the shit. It's a cool place to live. Even though it's 111 degrees, I'm in heaven, man. But yeah, so I wouldn't move regardless. But I would love to visit. Only 10 p.m. over there. I want to make fun of this and victim blame Mrs. Smith for the lulls. But this is tough to go after. Don't worry, James. We'll make fun of Anthony. I'm no holds barred. I needed to get a little bit more information to really start digging in some more. It's going to be bad.
Gonna be bad, my nigga.
I'm not a big Anthony Smith guy, man. I don't know. I've never been an Anthony Smith guy just because he, to me, always seemed like kind of a shithead. And every time I brought it up, people would just go after me and say, oh, you're being too hard on this guy. You're an asshole. You're a hater. I guess I was right again. I don't know. A reminder that Usman Nurmagomedov returns tomorrow night at PFL New York, so we will be reacting to Usman's return in Dakota. Do you guys care about that? I think there's a little more interest now with this merger with PFL because I kind of want to hear their side of the story, and I want to see some fights tomorrow, so we'll react to it on this channel mañana. Smesh only finished. Old guys always packing like showing. Were you packing in Vegas? Did Freeze have to pat you down? Serbia has the best fans. Everybody will see. It's crazy atmosphere. Yeah, I mean, there's a big fan base over in Serbia. The Bulgarian Cowboy is the guy that I think lives in Serbia. He's got a content creator and he trains. So yeah, I'm curious to see what Serbia brings tomorrow. I mean, Saturday, excuse me. Imavov putting out a post, and I'm going to get to the big stories that are on the thumbnail. I'm just going through some of the news. Imavov puts out a post. And people are asking, hey, when's Sean Strickland going to come back? When is he going to defend? What's going on here? That he beat Hamza. He's the champ again. Well, Imavov says, you'll do what you're told. See you soon. So Imavov insinuating that the rematch is a done deal. They're just waiting on Strickland. The word on Strickland is he's got an injured shoulder that he's dealing with. So Sean Strickland's trying to get this shoulder in better shape so he can defend his title and defeat Imavov for a second time. But I still donate to the MMA-Holes when I can. What are you saying there? I can't do anything with my hiatal hernia right now. I need to get surgery on it. Whoa, 8,000. I have a hiatal hernia as well. Maybe in like 4 months, I'm going to get it. 1,000 swords. I am not going to get the hiatal hernia surgery. I'm going to try to navigate around that. It kind of sucks, but I can live with it. Why do you have to get it done? Like, what is it? How is it affecting you? I'm curious. Because it's not a necessary thing, but from what I heard, if you can get through that procedure, you will have a better way of living. Just lift 15-pound weights like myself, and you'll be feeling fine. Yeah, Navajo versus Jan is very, very interesting. I think the fact that Jan Błachowicz is older is the interesting part about it. If Jan was a couple years younger, I think it would be a no-brainer. Jan for the win. I think I'm still picking Jan, but Navajo is interesting. Up to 26 years. Yeah, we're going to get to that. Who's been hold on. Who beat Strickland, you think? I mean, I think DDP has his number. I think Hamzat rematch. I think Hamzat gets the job done. A lot of people have been pushing back on that, but I would love to see the rematch, to be honest. I think Hamzat can squeeze out the rematch win. But other than that, Strickland, he's good. Strickland getting off of probation and community service? I don't know about that. I pulled a lat muscle, and I've been down for 3 weeks. Ouch. You can still work out, though, with your lat. You can still, I mean, there's things you can still do. You just can't be doing pull-ups and stuff. But there's things you could do to stay. But yeah, rest up, man. Don't make it worse. I'm curious with this guy with the hiatal hernia. Okay, he's not answering, so his hiatal hernia is affecting his fingers. Yeah, so Sean Strickland says, I need a little bit more time. He says, shoulder is getting solid. I need a little longer. As to who I'm fighting, Chimaev keeps running his effing mouth. Want me to teach you how to cut weight so you can stop bitching for a second L. So he's chirping back at Hamzat. He's not really paying attention to Imavov. And I got to be honest with you, me personally as a fight fan and just a content creator, the buzz leading up to Hamzat and Strickland was way more fun. Imavov is kind of interesting, but I want the other buzz, to be honest. I enjoyed that ride up. So I'd rather see the rematch. Basically what's causing acid reflux, the MMA-Holes, and having to take... Okay, it's pushing into my sternum occasionally noise. Okay, so you can... I actually cured my acid reflux. I had a similar thing going on, and you can cure your acid reflux without surgery. Changing your diet will be a tremendous thing. Trying to lower your stress if you're probably a very stressful person, because I see how you jump in the chat and how you communicate. So you're probably high strung. But if you could lower your stress levels and work on that diet, you will notice big differences. Also, I'm not a doctor, but try tilting your bed. I did that. A lot of people were laughing, but I got my bed on a little bit of a tilt. I did a bootleg bed tilt where I sleep on a little bit of an incline. Jesse was against it. But I got to be honest with you, my heartburn's gone. So the heartburn issue, yeah, dude, you don't need surgery, man. And if your doctors are pushing for surgery, there are natural ways to live with a hiatal hernia. It sucks, but I live with one. So you can work your way around it. You don't actually need the surgery.
Super chat.
Most demands Americans like Strickland and Gaethje defend their belt every 3 months. Meanwhile, he gives neckbeards all passes. It's crazy.
No, I want people that talk a lot of shit to defend their belts. That's what I want. I want people that talk a lot of smack, defend them belts. That's what I want. What do you rooted this guy, man? What's going on? Thank you for the $5. Appreciate it. How do we have 100 watching and less than 40 likes? I have no idea. It's a mystery. It's a great mystery. I have no freaking idea, but they better start hitting that like button before or it's gonna be bad, my nigga. Gonna be bad. All right, let's see. Immigration, no, pass on that. Another brand risk. Okay. This is ridiculous, right? Aiden Ross has that fight, the promotion brand risk. And I said I wouldn't even deal with any of this stuff. Brand risk 14 happens. I'm not live. I'm lying in my bed, just hanging out. I was like, maybe I should have went live for this. It was at the Apex. It was one of the most entertaining things I've ever watched. It was a shit show. It was a train wreck. There were some very dysfunctional fights. And it was very, very interesting. Vitaly is on this card. Oh, my God, dude. That was the guy who was locked up in that Filipino prison. Do I do it? August 22nd. I mean, if it goes against the UFC, of course not. But if nothing is going on, August 22nd. It's a Saturday. Is there a UFC event on the 22nd? Let's see. I said I might have to. I might have to. Yeah, 2 p.m. Okay. Hernandez Rodriguez. Yep, fuck that. Not happening. Fluffy versus RoboCop. Yeah, not happening. Okay, forget it. That conversation's over. If they don't go against the UFC or UFC's not on that night, I'll run it live. That shit's fun as hell. I'll watch the replay. The good news is that usually is on YouTube, so you could just watch it for free. All right, what's this? Islam Makhachev sits atop of the UFC pound-for-pound rankings while riding a record 16-fight win streak. Please. MMA gods. Please. Please. Let Islam Makhachev defeat Ian Garry. Send him home in a casket. Please. Finish him. Do it for testosterone. Do it for the men. We have to band together on this, guys. Even if you're not an Islam fan, we got to all work together. Do it for us. And fans out there, if you're rooting for Islam, rooting against Islam, go fuck yourself, okay? All right? That's what I'm going to say. Because I can't support Ian Garry anymore. It's over. It's over, man. Oh, speaking of Ian Garry, is anyone actually rooting for Ian Garry? Look at this. Look at this. This guy, Dovey, on X, says, is anyone actually rooting for Ian Garry? What timing that is. Look at this. What timing? Is anyone actually... No one's rooting for this guy. And if you are, you're in the closet doing it, right? I don't think anyone out loud is saying they're actively rooting for... Unless you're J-Beers. But other than that, no functional brained human being is rooting for this guy. The cuckery is insane with this dude. We're all worried about Anthony Smith and his mental illness. Let's talk about the mental illness right here. Just as bad. Just as bad. Who beats Islam? Michael Morales on standby would be interesting, but I don't think he beats Islam. Garry could. He could. It wouldn't surprise me if Garry squeaks out a decision. Outpoints him. It wouldn't surprise me. But I'm picking Islam. If they are doing from the chair in the corner of the room, that would be funny if they have he's when he's sitting on the stool, it's in the corner, right? Masla's boring wrestlers. Meanwhile, he's rooting for boring Ian Garry. There is like zero redeeming qualities in Ian Garry, with whether it's his fight game or on the mic. J Beer is calling Islam Makhachev boring. Ian Garry. I mean, Islam has, I think, more finishes than in the UFC. Do I have to go through this again? Islam Makhachev has more finishes in his UFC record than Ian. Like, laps him. But Islam's a boring fighter. Got it. Makes total sense. This is why I got the show. What do we got here?
For GM Jesse, the beard and the beanie.
The beard and the beanie. Thank you, PR. Sal, thank you very much, man. Thank you for the $2. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. It's going to be interesting because this UFC card, thank you so much, man. This is a card that is the 331. A lot of people are shitting on this card, man. A lot of people are saying it gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad, my nigga. It ain't gonna be good. Gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad, my nigga. With a co-main event of Gillian, Robertson, and Dern, is that even a thing? I don't know. There's barely any fights on this card. There's a 2-fight main card.
Wonderful, wonderful.
This is the ESPN. This is our website pulling from ESPN. But yeah, the prelims are intact. I mean, I gotta be honest with you, people are hard on this, but I like Trayshawn. He's been on the program, nice guy. Magni Brahimaj might be fun. Might be a fun one. Meaningless but fun. I don't know if the Jeff Neal fight, is this fight still on the card? Cheaty and Neal? I don't even know if that's still on the card, to be honest with you. Orlabai's back. He just defeated Chris Curtis. Jeremiah Wells, I'm actually interested in that. Rabovics versus Barboza, not bad. Stoltzfus versus Mansour Malik, nice. And Jalen Turner versus Fernandez, who just extended his contract with the UFC. The prelims are good. We don't know what the hell is going on with the main card, though. But the prelims, why is everyone... I mean, I guess we just got to... We need to see what else is coming on this card. Are they going to put anything else? Like, what's happening here? 2-fight main card, pay-per-view? Strickland had to find his lady on Tinder. Did he? He might have, right? D-Life? I think you might be right. How did he meet his wife? I think he did. He swiped left or what is it? What is it when you select them? How did Sean Strickland meet his wife? Let me ask on Tinder. Oh my God, dude. Now, if you in the chat met your wife on Tinder, I'm not shaming you. This is a UFC champion, had to go to Tinder. I mean, he wasn't a champion 7 years ago, but he was a UFC fighter 7 years ago. He had to go on Tinder? I just learned something. Did you all know that? Holy shit, he had to go on Tinder? He doesn't really have social skills. He doesn't go out to bars. He doesn't like to drink. So I guess he has no other... he doesn't have any friends that could set him up, or like, what's going on here? Oh my God. J-Beers, the glazing for Ian Garry is unbelievable. Why? Like, do you realize everything that you're saying right now in the chat, that you're rooting for Garry over Islam Makhachev? It is like, these are things you don't admit out loud. I don't know why you in a live chat. It's like you're stoning yourself. It's like you're, instead of like a whole chat room stoning you and goofing on you, you're throwing the stones at your own face. J Beers is sitting in the chat like, and throwing rocks at his head. His own head. Anyway, Tinder? Did anyone else meet their mate on Tinder? First date, they met at Starbucks while he drove an old beat-up truck and acted on his worst behavior, I guess, trying to chase her off, right? Her background, she came from a wealthy family and held 2 college degrees. She's got money. Good job. Meeting the parents, when they first met her father, the emotional weight of the moment overwhelmed him and he broke down in tears. The second time he cried. So he cried with Theo Von and his wife's dad. Why is this on Google? Did he say it on... Oh, he said it on the Warrior Guys show. I got to watch the whole interview. Sean Strickland, I met my wife on Tinder. That's the actual title. Oh, my gosh. Wow. Maybe that's why Sean is so appealing to a lot of fight fans out there. Because if you look at some of the YouTube content creators, like the lonely ones, the ones that are just kind of living alone and just pushing out content and just pushing life aside and just saying, I want to be a famous YouTuber instead of finding a mate, having kids, whatever. And fine, if you choose that's fine. But there's a lot of like young people gravitated towards that type of content. And Sean Strickland if he wasn't a UFC fighter, he's literally that demographic, right? He's kind of an incel. Unbelievable. At least he found love. Encouraging the stoning of J Beers. I'm not encouraging it. I'm trying to talk him out of it. Like he's in the chat stoning himself. I don't like if I'm saying something to you, bringing it to light. Hopefully it sinks into the head, or then you stop stoning yourself in the chat. But J Beers, I don't know. He's got his own thing going on.
Ah, super chat.
Mos, I hate T and Garry. I just hate Islam more.
What?
But all good. Keep bringing the hate, lol.
But your argument with Islam is he's a boring fighter. I don't have any rocks. Thank you for the $5. Appreciate that, Jabers. Your argument is Islam is a boring fighter. He had the boring fight against, what's his name? Giacomo. But a lot of finishes, man. A lot of wars. Like that Poirier fight was a banger. I can't even remember the last time I was excited during an Ian Garry fight. So I understand if you don't like Islam Makhachev, where is the redeeming quality with Islam? I mean, with Garry. I mean, maybe he's because you're attracted to his wife. Aha! So you're rooting for Ian Garry because he has a hot wife. Is that what's happening here? And he's raising his let me not say it. Let me move on. I'm being baited. I gotta move on because I might say something that's insensitive, and I've defended this guy before. I've been training with high-level fighters for years, so I know that my skill set. I want to see Stirling get smashed by old man strength, Jan Błachowicz. I would love to see that. I've never been sold on him, even though he looked good in his last fight. I've never, like, the things that we've seen so far, I feel like he's got a lot of gaps in the game. I would love to see Błachowicz get a win here, but I don't know, man. Jan being in his 40s and Navajo on the rise, it could be a bad night for the Polish power. What do you guys think? Who you picking, Błachowicz or Navajo? And we're going to get to the Anthony Smith story. We're going to talk about it. I'll kick Ian Garry in the nuts. You have a hiatal hernia. You got to worry about that. Islam beat up a midget twice. That's messed up. You shouldn't talk about Volk like that. That's messed up. He's a fan favorite. Or you're talking about Hasbullah. Beers Freeze and D-Life will be rooting for Islam to be unconscious on the mat. Okay, so you just admitted to being the three of you cucks. Is that what you're saying, D-Life? What's going on here? Jan too tough. I can't. How are we rooting for the cuck, man? I don't understand. I just can't figure it out. Just a thrown together BS card. Jan's going to take him on the Trail of Tears. I hope so, man. I hope Jan drags him down and just beats the living shit out of him. And he gets on the mic. He's like, I've still got this.
Super chat.
I still got it. Sounds like a vampire.
The J-Bears Most War will go on for generations. Great-grandkids of Ellie and Logan shall be insulting a J-Bears statue moons after UFC has died.
I don't know why. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what the public self-hurt is about. And I don't get it, Smokey. I just don't get it. Ultimately, I'm just trying to help him out. Admitting to rooting for a cuck because a guy is Muslim? I don't know what it is. Maybe that's what it is because they don't like Muslims. I have no idea. I just can't understand. Like, I just can't wrap my head around it. Like, I wasn't a Khabib guy. I didn't like Khabib. He didn't do it for me. I appreciate what he did in the sport. I understand his success and how talented he was. But I never liked Khabib, and I found myself rooting for Khabib. If Khabib was fighting the cuck, I'd root for Khabib. And I never rooted for Khabib. Never once have I ever said, oh, I want Khabib Nurmagomedov to win. That's never come out of my mouth. Can't stand the guy. But if he was fighting Ian Garry, go Khabib. At this stage of the game.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Optimistically cynical.
Moss, it's autism.
Is that what it is? Maybe. Could be. Thank you for the diagnosis. All right. That could be it. Khabib is better than Islam? Nope, can't say that now. Islam, double champ. Can't say it. Khabib retired and left you guys high and dry. He left you guys high and dry. You can't say shit about Khabib. He's forgotten. He's just a coach now. Khabib the coach, the great coach. That's all he is. Everyone's just going to lap him and pass him and you do things better because Khabib left, but he left on top. I will give him that. He left on top. Islam is better on the feet. Islam has become a better double champion. I mean, a double champion. Islam here, Khabib here. I don't know what you want me to say. Khabib's he's gone. He's old news. And I predicted this when Khabib retired. I said he's retiring too young. It's not going to be a good look. It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad, my nigga. I'm telling you. You can go back and see it live on this channel or a replay on this channel. Sean Strickland says,
I cried on one podcast and now all of a sudden I'm a pussy. Fuck you guys.
What is the biggest misconception you think people have about you?
I don't know. Some people meet me and they say I'm real nice. I tell them I'm just lying to you. Some people don't think I'm racist. Some people don't think I'm sexist. Some people don't think I'm bigoted. And it's like, I really want to clear those up, dude. I'm all those things, motherfuckers. All those things. I cried on one podcast and now all of a sudden I'm a pussy. Fuck you guys.
But you've got fan mail over there. Do you mind if we open like
No, God, no, no. It's gonna be
who's this broad, though? Look at her. Not bad. Not too shabby.
anthrax. But I will open my fan mail. You guys, let me tell you something. I love you guys. I love the fan mail, you know. We all go tip to tip. I fuck with you all. But I don't like positivity, bro. It makes me feel uncomfortable. Maybe I wasn't loved as a kid. I don't want that shit.
Huh. He couldn't pull her in the real life. You have to go on Tinder.
Wonderful,
Freeze.
wonderful.
Yeah, but Gary's wife is like super hot though. I'm with Bears on this one.
But that makes you a cuck. You don't understand what I'm saying? Like, because Ian's banging her and you're simping over her. You understand what I'm saying, Freeze? I'm trying to help, man. I don't understand. We are all men. We're men. We're man's men. We're MMA-Holes, for God's sakes. Because Ian Garry has a hot wife, I'm going to root for him? What? That makes you a cuck. That doesn't make any sense. Ian's like, take a seat over here in the corner with me. Take a seat in the corner with me. Watch my wife get fucked.
Super chat.
J Beers.
Remember guys, most picked Connor. Rolling
Listen.
on the floor laughing emoji. Rolling on the floor laughing emoji.
Are you talking about the featherweight goat? Is that what you're talking about? Are you comparing? You can't compare anything to the featherweight goat. I don't know what you're laughing about. Conor McGregor's the featherweight goat. I don't understand. Double champ, Conor McGregor. You can say whatever you want about my foot was a balloon and the later years of McGregor, but you can't take away the fact that he's the featherweight goat and double champion. So, put that in your pipe and smoke it, Jabers. Thank you for the donation. Appreciate it. Okay, let's see. We spoke about Strickland needed more time. All right, this is amusing. So there was for those of you that didn't know, there was a press conference today. I was thinking about reacting to it, and I was like, nah. It is for the Medic card and Rodriguez. This is Rodriguez's first fight back from the Mexican prison.
One more question for Dana. Which fights on this card are you looking forward to the most?
What's with all the echoing volume? Like, this whole echoing audio.
That is a shitty question, my friend.
Yeah, no. One more question for Dana. Which fights on this card are you looking forward to the most?
That is a shitty question, my friend.
Yeah, no.
Why is that a shitty question? Which fights are you looking forward to most? It should be because you don't know who's fighting?
Listen, obviously everybody's always excited about the main event. I'm just hoping, I want a few holy shit moments on Saturday night, so hopefully we get a few of those.
That is really weird. Why is that a shit question? Like, what are you excited about? What fight gets you pumped up? You're promoting this card. Yeah, does he not like the card? I just like that the reporter agreed with him. Yeah, I don't know. Well, the guy barely could speak English. He probably doesn't even know what Dana's saying. I'm attacking my family, Anthony Smith. We're going to get into it. That's so weird. I'd say D-Rod. Yeah, and if you don't remember the fights, just say, yo, the main event's going to be Fireman. Who's not excited about that? It's a stacked card. Incredible card. In Serbia. And it's headlined by the guy that was locked up in Mexico for marijuana, training in the jail cells, and Medic bounces back. Fan favorite over here. How could you not be excited about that? I mean, it's easy, but instead he goes, that's a stupid question. By the way, how many people saw that movie, A Serbian Film? I might have to watch that. Might have to watch A Serbian Film before to get myself excited for this card. Terrible movie. He's not excited about any UFC fights. I mean, it doesn't seem like it, right? Good point. I'll root for anyone who faces Khabib's butt buddies. Whoa. You talking about the hot tub fiasco? There's one of the hot tub guys fighting tomorrow at PFL. I'm a judge. I like Islam's the only guy I like out of the bunch, to be honest with you. Like, I'm trying to think of other fighters. I don't really root for any of the Khabib crew other than Islam. I like Islam. I think he's kind of funny, to be honest. Out of that group, I think he's the most redeeming and he's the most accomplished out of the group. There's no one else that really gets me going. I don't find any interest in any of the other Nurmagomedovs or anyone else in the hot tub. I can't even think of anyone off the top of my head that gets me. But Islam is kind of like the black sheep of the group. If anyone ever pays attention to Islam with the interviews, he's like the goofball. He tells jokes. He's a little bit more loose than Khabib and the other ones. So he's the most human person out of that group. Stay off the Kratom. Yeah, I think Kratom is number one bullshit.
This is number one bullshit.
It would be a waste of time. Watching AB get salty after Bobby pieced up his boy. Yes. So there's a video of Bobby Green. I'll come across it. But Bobby Green just piecing up this boxer. Very funny. It's a very funny video. The problem is it has audio. It has music. I should mute that. So I don't know how much. I mean, I'll just play it. I could show it. Here's Sean Strickland saving a guy drowning. A hero.
Why do I feel like I'm not going to make it?
You're going to make it, dude. You're black, dog. You can jump far as fuck, bro. Just jump in it. Did
you just say you're going to make it, you're black, dog?
You can, no, I know, but why do I feel like I'm not going to make it?
You're going to make it, dude. You're black, dog.
You're going to make it? But I thought black people can't swim. What is he talking about? You're going to make it, you're black, dog? Is that what he said?
Super chat.
Dana all on Zifah, he hates the UFC. He needs to let me and I would promote the crap out of the UFC. Federal fucking prison.
What the hell?
Federal fucking prison.
All right, let me know in the chat if you want Jay Beers to... Imagine Jay Beers... Actually, he curses as much as Dana, right? It's going to be fucking amazing. Imagine Jay Beers at the press conference handling media. You know what we should do? If we open up phone lines, we should test it. We should have the chat ask Jay Beers questions, and then we will see if Jay Beers could run the UFC, okay? So if we open up phone lines and Jay Beers calls in, what we will do, we will have a segment where the chat asks questions as they are media members. I'll find the best questions. We'll throw it at Jay Beers, and Jay Beers will see if he could take over the UFC, okay? Thank you, Jay Beers, for the $5 super chat. Appreciate this. Back to Sean Strickland. Saving a guy drowning.
Jump far as fuck, bro. Just jump in it. Just jump out. Bro, that ain't gonna do shit. You're on a rock. Don't be a fucking pussy. All right. Let's go, you woman. Bro, just keep swimming fucking... What? Are you fucking with me right now? Oh, my God. This motherfucker's gonna die.
Oh, my God.
Just keep swimming, retard.
He said, keep swimming, retard. Oh my God! Listen.
Keep swimming, retard. Almost there, fucking retard. Keep going. Keep going.
Imagine you're drowning at the pool and the lifeguard jumps in and just yelling, "Keep swimming, retard!"
We're drowning. I jump in there, push your little ass.
First off, I feel like I got whiplash in the water. 2, it's freezing. I go into shock, realized I couldn't touch the ground, tried to swim. It's too cold, I gave up and I couldn't breathe.
Whoa, dude, that's crazy, man. Who is this kid? Does anyone know who this kid is? That's crazy, man.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Freeze.
Mos, can it be just coincidence that Slap blew up after Dana slapped his wife in public? Did Dana do it on purpose to popularize Power Slap? Is Dana a genius?
I think so, yeah. It was great marketing for Power Slap, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Dana White is the face of Power Slap and domestic violence. He's the face of a lot of things. It is funny, though, right? Dana White doing that, and then Power Slap gets launched right after that. But it got brushed under the rug, and away we go. Thank you, Freeze. Anthony Smith, and we're going to get to, we're getting closer to the Anthony Smith situation. This is crazy, man. Anthony Smith's social media account, he changed it. He updated it, and it says Anthony Domestic Abuser Smith. Unbelievable. Talk about really, like, leaning into it. I showed you the wife beater, but if you didn't see it, it's on sale at the UFC store. You can get a fight-worn white wife beater undershirt. It's fight-worn, guys. So if you guys do have a couple extra bucks and you want to get your hands on one of these over here, I'm upset that we didn't get our hands on this before I went live, but after this, I'll order myself one. Hopefully, there's enough available for all of us. But here you go, fight-worn wife beater by Anthony Smith. So you can get it while it's hot, get it while it's discounted on the store. And yes, the Clan Beard says she deserved it. Oh, okay. You think so? Well, I mean, if you marry Anthony Smith, right? Let's play devil's advocate, right? I mean, she did marry him. It's not like, I mean, you're not marrying the most, I don't know. How do I put this? You married Anthony Smith, for God's sakes. There's a chance you're going to get run over at some point, right? I mean, I don't know. You would think that would be something that would go through your mind before you marry a guy like that, but it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, so this is the Decheva. Does anyone think this chick is hot? Like, I don't see it. I guess MMA hot, you could say. But let me know, what do you think about the Dakota Decheva? She's fighting tomorrow, co-main event. I'll be reacting to it. But let me know what you think. Okay, what's with the music here? This is, by the way, the guy that took over PFL, but they're merged with Jake Paul. Okay, there's the face-off. She's fighting a complete tomato can, so another layup for Decheva. Yeah, I think her opponent's hotter. I agree. Yeah, look at her face. I don't know. I mean, I don't get the freaking buzz. Okay. She's got great abs, though. She's got a great six-pack. Okay, so this is Decheva and her opponent, who is just going to get destroyed. I mean, that's pretty obvious what they're doing there, but that is the co-main event of tomorrow's New York card. Anyone in New York going to that thing? It's all about JRC. Did he actually beat his wife in 50% of the off the wife beater? Oh yeah. Every wife beater that's on the store, he put a new one on, just thinking about sales down the road. So Anthony Smith wore about 100 wife beaters, and they're all bloodied up. Just, you know, you can go get it on the UFC store, UFC.com.
Aw, super chat.
I will stream Dakota. Marloka, thank you.
Pink heart emoji, green heart emoji.
Let's go.
Who got dollar the key dollar? Open them phone lines, my ninjas.
Hey.
Ninja emoji, green heart emoji, pink heart emoji, man dancing emoji, dancer emoji.
thank you so much for the $5 donation. We're 6 out of 10 to open up the phone lines. Thank you so much. I appreciate that contribution to this dysfunctional program. You're wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
I might as well do a plug on my stuff too. So I updated something on MMA-Holes.tv. And if you'd like to get your hands on one of our wonderful mugs that we got going on over there, you go to MMA-Holes.tv, and then on the top portion of MMA-Holes.tv, our a UFC Pick'em League, we got ourselves a store. After the spin, we would like to get you dizzy before you get over there. So watch that spinning fist. You take a look at that, and you just watch that for a second. Okay. You go to the store on the top, and we have a brand spanking new mug. Check it out. It's on the top left of the store. Okay. Wait, some things moved around on our store. What the hell? They move stuff around on our store. What the? Huh. I wonder. I gotta see why they did that. But anyway, we got a brand spanking new mug. We updated this mug over here, and it is mug shots. Okay. On this mug that you could have for yourself, mug shots, is every fighter's mugshot, all on one mug. Look at this. Updated with Anthony Smith on there. So if you want to get mug shots, you can get everyone's face on one mug on MMAHoles.tv. So go on over MMAHoles.tv and grab everyone's mug shot. Okay, it's a great mug. You guys are going to love it. Your coffee will taste better after drinking out of the heads of felons. Let's move on. Wild, thank you. Just sent a gift. Shout out to Wild. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. I got to get myself a mug shots. Here's your main event over here. So it is Usman Nurmagomedov, right? Or Umar Usman. What is his name? He's the PFL Nurmagomedov. That's going on tomorrow. I think it's starting pretty early, so we'll be live early tomorrow doing the prelims and reacting to the old PFL. Curious to see how they handle the Jake Paul merge. Usman Nurmagomedov. He's fighting a guy named Archie Colgan. He's a 13-0 fighter. So both fighters undefeated, looking to stay unblemished and fighting at the top of this card. And we'll be reacting to it mañana. Okay. But here's their face-off in case you care. All right. So all the favorites are a lot bigger than the underdogs, but this dude over here is pretty jacked up, so we'll see how that goes. All right, we'll move on. This guy talking about the...
Goes to Netflix.
He's the one that took over PFL after Don Davis left. He's their Dana White.
Does this mean PFL, now MVP, goes to Netflix? I don't know what you got in terms of broadcast deals, but any insight there?
I hope so. There's not much I could say on that other than I think... whether it's Netflix or other broadcasters, I think this merger is going to catch a lot of attention. And I think for anybody who wants to be a partner with us, to think through it with us about what are the real opportunities, the type of events that we could put on now with the strength of the PFL roster, with the strength of the women's boxing that MVP has, with the blockbuster live events that it's been able to successfully put on now, not once, twice, 3 times.
It just goes to show you that we're going to miss Dana White when he's gone, because these are the guys that are promoting the organizations. Holy boring, huh? You appreciate Mr. Bald Guy a lot more when you hear guys like this talk about an organization.
Many times. I'm looking forward to those conversations. I'm really excited.
Does this mean PFL, now MVP?
Okay, so he's very excited. So I have a poll in the chat. This is a very important poll. Get your votes in. Do you like the idea of MVP merging with PFL? Now, this poll's going to knock your socks off. 44% say, yeah, it can't hurt. 9%, only 9% say, yes, MVP will be bigger than the UFC. So a very low, actually the smallest percentage thinks that MVP will take over Then you have 15% going, no, waste of time and money. So, now 14% is changing. 14% saying no, waste of time and money. And then this is really going to shock you guys. 33% of the vote says couldn't care less due to being gay. Wow. 33% are gay? Crazy. And they don't care because they're gay? Like what? That's insane.
One more question for Dana. Which fights...
we heard that already. I thought it was another one. The current PFL champion will automatically become MVP champion when the merger is finalized. So MVP is going to gobble. Well, I feel like they're just gobbling up PFL, to be honest. Interesting.
Have you put any thought into, do these champions transfer over? Do they...
That's what'll happen. Yeah. I mean, we'll likely take the rest of this year to fully integrate the companies. My suspicion, although we haven't officially decided or announced,
so I'm assuming eventually MVP is just going to gobble it up completely and then kick everyone out.
We'll probably come out
PFL-wise, right?
January 1st with everything rebranded and again, we haven't fully decided, but I think if you're a PFL...
MMA-Holes is a great spot for Grinder Connects. How do you know that? Raphael Savinelli, how do you know this? Raphael?
Gaylord.
It's getting real. That's 1/3 of the chat. That's a lot of people in the chat, right? We're turning them all gay, I guess. I mean, is it because of the poll, Raphael? Is that why? Smith trying to sell them to pay for the lawyers. Ooh, shit.
Champion, you'll be an initial champion for MVP, and we'll just...
Okay, Nina Drama asked it. Hold on a second. Was there a power slap that happened today? Because I keep seeing these power slap videos popping up. And I'm like, was there one today? Does anyone know? Was power slap on today? Let me know in the chat. And who won? Pretending I give a shit. ARJR, thank you for the 5. Coming in.
Chat.
Thank you so much.
MMA has Dojo Fam and ATF Replay Crew. What is the collective name, if any, for this motley crew?
Oh, the collective name for us? Our name is...
Wonderful.
That's all. You're just wonderful. That's it. Right, guys? Those that know in the chat, if you remember, drop the...
Wonderful.
That's it. Just wonderful. And that's it. Nice and simple. Thank you, ARJR. Appreciate it. 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 on the phone lines. Thank you. So was there power slap today? No idea. Watch power slap. James Bishop, thank you so much. James Bishop coming in with the $5. You guys got to get the phone lines open. You better call in.
Super.
I want to hear your beautiful voices. James Bishop.
Infinity sign.
Oh, the infinity sign. I like that. I like it. Infinity. To infinity and beyond. Thank you so much, James Bishop, for the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, man. Nina's relaxing? Okay.
Boxers or briefs?
Huh?
Boxers or briefs?
Boxers or briefs. I wear the boxer briefs.
Boxer briefs? It's the
That's what I do. Boxer briefs. It's the way.
hybrid.
Yeah, exactly.
Calvin Klein? Sorry.
Yes.
You do?
Since high school.
Since high school.
They didn't make those in high school.
Oh, shit, Dana.
Yeah.
I tell you, the venue, this is Power Slap. The venue looks pretty big. Like, I'm looking at the seats in the background. Looks like a decent amount of people there.
It's a fucking really good
Do you
slap.
do colors or do you just do a solid color?
Black.
Just
fucking
black?
black is my favorite color.
Just
Yeah.
black?
This is what I'm saying. This is the conversation that's happening during Power Slap, right?
Calvin Klein's?
Yeah, that's it.
Boxer briefs?
Yeah. Since high school. And yes, they had those when I was in high school.
You know what they never mind.
You know what's so weird? These are the questions I was asking fighters 10 years ago. Like before Nina Drama even knew what the UFC was and she was doing Playboy shoots. When I was doing the interviews, I was asking about their underwear and their dick size and all the crazy Nina Drama questions. But the mistake I made, and I realized this 10 years later, is I didn't get breast implants. Like I should have gotten breast implants to really lock it in. I should have. Right, guys in the chat? I should have got the breast implants, probably. Marloka coming with the $5. Let's go, Marloka. Yeah, let's go.
Green heart emoji, green heart emoji, green heart emoji. Let's go.
Let's
green
go.
Heart emoji, green heart emoji, green heart
Let's
emoji.
go. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Let's go. Thank you for the $5. It looks like we got to the goal, baby. Let's go.
Oh,
Yeah, we did it. Baby, we did it.
You up.
Woo! We are the champions, my friend. Dun, dun. And we'll keep on fighting to the end. We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions of the world. Woo!
Wonderful.
Wow. That's crazy. Thank you, guys. We will be opening up the phone lines. And we didn't even really get into the Anthony Smith situation. Jeez. I sang that song because of the poll. All right? Do you see there's a connection? 32% Gaylord. You know, I got to give a shout out. Got to give a shout out to the 32 percentile. You know what I'm saying? Back to Nina Drama.
What?
I was going to say, you know, they say that it's not good to have your balls too close to your body.
Here we go.
Your balls,
Here
your ball sack,
we
your testicles have to be a couple of
fucking
degrees.
go.
Your ball sack has to be a couple of degrees cooler than your body because then it'll kill the sperm.
I always learn so much on these.
Yeah, so if your
on these
ball sack
streams.
is too tight into your body and it's the same as your body heat.
I don't know. It's not funny, man. It's not funny. There's a way to be funny with it. Nina. Nah, it's not. It's not good. It's not. It go be bad.
Gonna be bad, my nigga.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Who's watching this shit? Who's watching this shit, man? I've been waiting to hear about Anthony Smith all day. I got you, D-man. Don't worry. Like, I like to, you know, slowly get into it. Keep you guys, waiting a little bit, giving you something to look for. Chill the Fook out. You are no Freddie Mercury. Thank God. I mean, if you said I was Freddie Mercury, I would have AIDS. So thank God for that.
We decided to team up with PFL to really go and change the landscape.
When is he going to blow his nose? You would think with all that money he could afford tissues. He's always congested.
We decided to team up with PFL to really go and change the landscape and give fighters the opportunity to have.
Wonderful.
Sorry, freeze.
Mose, Dakota is PFL's only star and she's not exactly Ronda Rousey. They don't even have a Nina Drama. How could they ever compete with the massive popularity of the UFC?
Have you seen MVP's ring girls? One of them's banging Jackson Dart. They don't need no Nina Drama. They don't need no, trash bag Nina Dramas. They got bombshells. You got to look at the MVP girls, man, walking around with the the girls that hold the numbers in the air? We're talking like upper echelon. Nina Drama looks like, you know what I'm saying? She looks like last call type chick. But MVP cards, whew, bombshells, top notch, top shelf liquor. I don't know if Decheva is the big star, though, to be honest with you. I would imagine Usman is the big star, no? Right? Like, Decheva is like, I guess, simps like Decheva, but I don't know. I still think, because she would be the main event if she was the big star. So, yeah, I would say Usman might be the big star. The biggest star that they have, which is not saying much, right? They could get a young hot 80 anywhere. That's true, yeah. Yeah, it's not like Nina Drama is really, she's not really bringing much to the table, to be honest with you.
We decided to team up with PFL to really go and change the landscape and give fighters the opportunity to have the viewership and the big paydays and to go ahead and compete with the UFC head-to-head.
You said you were looking forward to your MMA debut. What's your timetable for that?
I've been trying to make it happen for a long time, and it's really just come down to negotiations behind the scenes.
He don't want any of that smoke, man. He's been pushing that shit off. Why is he going to go to do MMA when he could get paid a fortune to do these boxing fights?
I'm going to come back hopefully later this year into boxing and then looking to do MMA in 2027. So there's still a long list of opponents out there that I want to fight. Massive names. I'm only developing my skill. I'm 29 years old. There's still a long way for me to go on the path to world champion, and that's what I want to be able to do and accomplish.
Jake, how does training for MMA compare to training for boxing?
I don't know. That's the funny part is I've never even done a single day of MMA training. I have a wrestling background. I grew up Division I Ohio wrestling in high school.
Who are they gonna? So they're gonna need someone. I mean, I guess Mike Perry's like fighting Dylan Dennis. They got like an MMA thing going on. Did you see that Hamzat Chimaev is wrestling Tyron Woodley at RAF? Did you guys hear about that? Hamzat Chimaev. That's how interesting this is. I was like, what? What are we doing? What are we doing with Hamzat? You got Hamzat Chimaev on this roster. Why is he not wrestling like Colby or some shit? Like, what's going on here? He would get crushed in MMA unless he fights 55-year-old couple of weight classes below. I think he'll fight like a Mike Perry. That's what I'm thinking. Like all things, like guys that he's boxed already. Like the Nate Diaz thing, I feel like, I don't know, maybe he fights Nate, you know? Because technically Jake would be making his MMA debut. But I would imagine anyone that Jake Paul fights, I would put money on anyone that he fights would be someone that, you ready for this? It could be Conor. It could be. Like, Conor's got one more fight on his contract. If he does find, I mean, it doesn't look like he's having surgery. So Conor somehow gets that fight in the UFC. He's a free agent. Oh, God. Yeah, there we go. Jake versus Conor. Yeah. I might jump off a cliff if they make that fight. I might actually jump off a cliff. Okay, let's get into the Anthony Smith stuff. You guys have been waiting long enough. And we're going to open up some phone lines. Okay. So, by the way, we'll get to that in a second. Here we go.
Do you understand the 3 counts that have been filed against you?
Yes, sir.
The defendant had been kicked out of a concert at Gretna Days for being in an altercation earlier in the night.
Prosecutors allege Smith tried to get his wife into a car while threatening to kill her.
He had to push her into the car by force to get her there. She did ultimately exit the car at one point. He threatened to kill her again if she did not get in the car.
Back at their
Imagine being threatened by this gremlin-looking crazy bastard.
Gretna home, Smith allegedly reversed the car, trying
Actually, imagine marrying this? Like, I don't understand. Why would you even marry this? His face, I mean, it looks like a smashed bowl of oatmeal.
to hit his wife, then accelerated when she was in front of the vehicle. Prosecutors say witnesses helped her and their children out of the home after Smith went inside.
Witnesses heard gunshots coming from the home, but he had made the statement that he would kill himself if law enforcement came inside.
A Sarpy County judge set Smith's bond at $500,000, ordering no contact with his wife.
Do you understand the three?
So let's dissect this thing over here. Now, I just want to make it clear to those that aren't familiar with this channel, casuals out there, you know.
Casual.
I can't stand Anthony Smith. I've never liked this guy. I've always had issues. And my wife, she would try to come to his defense, and then he would just say stupid thing after stupid thing, like on podcasts while he was still an active UFC fighter. And then my wife was even like, I can't even defend this guy anymore. She even jumped ship. She jumped ship from Anthony Smith as well. Now, there are some people in this world that are fans of Anthony Smish. And I got to say, if you're an Anthony Smish fan, you might be retarded. You might, if you're still an Anthony Smith fan, I don't even know how to defend you anymore. I have no idea. There is so much evidence of this guy being a complete mushhead, and somehow people still run to this guy's defense. Now, I'm assuming there's going to be a trial. I'm assuming there's going to be a lot going on over here because you got to hear his side of the story, right? There's always two sides to the story. But the fact that this guy is arrested, the fact that he's getting charged for these things, chances are there's a very good chance that he did a lot wrong in this situation. But we do have to hear his side of the story, of course, right? His history leading up to this point, especially the smoking gun, is when he's fighting Johnny Walker and he's saying, "Stop attacking my family." And we goofed around about that. In fact, if you guys want to hear it, I'll play it again for you. Keep that on speed dial for you guys. So hold on a second. We got to get past the Fauci stuff. I did a whole Fauci stream last night. If you are not subscribed to Gummy Gang, guys, subscribe to Gummy Gang, our second channel, the greatest second channel in the world, Gummy Gang. Not only do we have the Moss and Jesse show, we have Gummy Gang. Gummy Gang, great channel. And that basically covers everything that's going on in the world. That's a complete shit show. Actually, last night's panel was interesting. Let's just say that. What? You attacking my family? You attacking my... What? Huh? What? We all knew at that point things were going downhill for Anthony Smith. Freeze.
Mose, it's rumored that Anthony Smith hired my cousin Vinny to represent him. Is Vinny his only hope?
Maybe. My cousin Vinny might be able to get the job done. He might. Thank you, Freeze. What? Huh?
For being in an altercation earlier in the night.
Prosecutors allege Smith tried to get his wife into a car while threatening to kill her.
Get in the car while threatening to kill her. Now, allegedly, they were coming from a bar. It was Anthony Smith's 38th birthday, so probably having some drinks, probably driving drunk, trying to tell his wife to get in the car. If she doesn't get in there, he's going to kill her. Now, never in my life, and I've been into some dysfunctional relationships throughout the years where I've gotten into arguments. I've been into situations where a girl would want to get out of the car, and then she's like, it's like, I'm walking home. Like, I think a lot of us have been in situations like that. It's like, I don't want to be, I'm walking home. I'm like, get in the car. What are we doing? But I never said, get in the car. I'm going to kill you. Why would anyone get in the car if the husband is like, yeah, if you don't, I'm going to kill you? Like, what? Now I'm not getting in. I'm not going anywhere near you, you crazy bastard. I'm going to kill you. The fuck?
In the night.
Prosecutors allege Smith tried to get his wife into a car while threatening to kill her.
Had to push her into the car by force to get her there. She did ultimately exit the car at one point. He threatened to kill her again if she did not get in the car.
If it gets to that point, just let her go. Walk home. I mean, at that point, it's just like, okay, she's clearly not getting in the car. I don't know. Let her walk home. Let her call a cab. Call her an Uber or some shit like that. I don't fucking know. It's your wife. Like, how does it get to that point? I have no fucking idea. I don't know.
Back at their Gretna home, Smith allegedly reversed the car, trying to hit his wife, then accelerated when she...
Now he's trying to run her over. She got in the car, apparently, right? She got in the car. Now he's going to try to run her over?
Smith allegedly reversed the car, trying to hit his wife, then accelerated when she was in front of the vehicle.
What the fuck, dude? Could you imagine being a neighbor and hearing this shit? Now, it's probably late at night. Imagine you hear these noises like, hey, what's going on? You're looking out the window and you see this goblin trying to run his wife over in the car? What the hell, dude? What is going on, man?
Prosecutors say witnesses helped her and their children out of the home after Smith went inside.
So there's kids in the house? This is all going on? Man. Now, I don't know if this is alcohol-induced or what's going on, or if it's a combination of alcohol and CTE, or He's just a fucking lunatic. I mean, who the hell knows what the hell it is? I'm assuming there were substances involved in this that escalated the situation. He wasn't thinking logically, I would assume. But there's something massively off, because I could be as drunk as possible, and I don't think I would get into that situation. I'm going to try to run someone over with my car, especially my wife. I mean, I guess if it's someone that's trying to hurt me in some sort of way, yeah, I'll run your ass over. But my wife? What the fuck? She could be a psycho. I mean,
That's just a typical first date if for a bogan here.
It's date number 1. I bought you dinner. The least you can do is let me run you over. Wait, you're not going to put out? Hold on. Stand in front of the car real quick. Let me run you over.
Her and their children out of the home after Smith went inside.
Witnesses heard gunshots coming from the home, but he had made...
And now this guy's shooting a gun off in his house. Oh my God, you got kids. You're shooting a gun off and threatening that you're going to kill yourself if you call the cops.
Statement that he would kill himself if law enforcement came inside.
And he's nodding his head, yeah. Yep, that happened. He's like, yeah, that sounds about right.
He had made the statement that he would kill himself if law enforcement came inside.
Yep. Yep, that sounds about right. That's pretty accurate.
Sarpy County judge set Smith's bond at $500,000, ordering no contact with his wife.
That's pretty cheap, $500K to get out of this. No contact with his wife. Where does it go wrong, man? Maybe it was a fantasy all along for this guy to have his family attacked. He's like, well, no one else is going to do it, so I'm going to do it myself. Anthony Lionheart Smith, almost a champion. I'm going to be the king of domestic violence. Lock him up. Dude, I mean, you gotta put this guy away. You gotta. Get him some fucking help. I mean, I guess in jail. I don't know what kind of help you're going to get him in there as he's making license plates. And oh, man. Do you think he'll win a fight in jail? He probably would win a couple of fights in jail. You know? I would imagine he could win a couple of scraps in jail. He'll be all right. But I have zero tolerance for this kind of bullshit, man. Like, especially when kids are involved. It's just like, I don't know, man. Firing guns off in the house, trying to run over the... I mean, even though if and let's play the other side here for a second and say the wife is nuts. I mean, it's like that old Bill Burr bit when Rihanna was getting beat up by Chris Brown, and Bill Burr was basically like, well, there's got to be another side to this story, you know, like, or the way he said it was funny at the time. He would never say that joke now. But there are two sides of the story, and maybe she was a complete psychopath. Maybe she was screaming, are you white or are you black? What are you?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Maybe she was confused. Maybe she's sitting in the passenger seat. She's all drunk, and she's like, I don't even know what this guy is. Make up your mind. What are you? Are you human or are you alien? What are you? I don't even know what I'm looking. What did I marry? Honey, you know what I am. I'm an ex-UFC fighter. I'm a commentator. I'm part white. I'm part black. I love you to death, honey. It's my birthday. Why are you asking me this? But I don't know what you are. I'm looking at you. I see white guy, but you look like you're black at the same time. I have no idea what am I looking at? Honey, we just had a great night tonight. We had a couple of drinks. It was great. We were dancing. Now you're going to question if I'm white or black? I feel that's inappropriate. This is driving me crazy. I got to get out of the car. I don't know what you are. I don't know. I can't figure it out. It's fucking me up. I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight. Let me just walk home. Honey, you shouldn't walk home. I told you I'm half white and I'm half black. I love you. I'm getting out of here. And she starts walking down the block. She starts walking. She's like brisk walking. She's like, I got to get away from this guy. Honey, get back in the car. If you don't get in the car, I'm going to kill you. Now I'm definitely not getting back. I'm going to kill you, honey, if you don't get in the car. Now get in the car before I kill you. All right, fine. She gets in the car. They pull into the driveway. I gotta get some rest. I don't know what the fuck you are. I gotta get out of here. She gets out of the car. She walks in front of the car. Honey, I'm gonna run you over now. I'm gonna run you over. She gets into the house. She escapes the car. She locks herself into the room with the kids. She's like, what's going on here? He tried to run me over. I don't know if he's white or if he's black. I have no idea what's going on. Honey, if you don't come out of the room, I might do something bad. She calls the police. She's like, my husband, I don't know if he's white or if he's black. I have no idea what's going on. No clue. The police rush over. Honey, if you call the cops, I'm going to kill myself. We're going to open up the phone lines. Call in. My name is Missy. What's your name, and how can I help you?
No, I mean, this is Lone Wolf, a.k.a. Allheart, a.k.a. Lone Wolf, a.k.a. Silver Carl.
How's it going, Silver Carl?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah, my name's Casper, and I'm a goat.
Sean, how are you tonight?
Mine.
Which one's having?
Yo, drunk, what's up?
Yeah, this is DVSB. I have an acoustic problem. Okay, well, this is a real gamer. Man, your voice sounds a lot faggier on the phone. Hey, it's MJ, the artist formerly known as Kevin Lee. How you doing? Hey, my name's Dan. I got a question. Yo, Sanosi.
What's up, Sanosi?
What's up, you guys? It's Justin Jr. Hey, guys. It's Kevin from Denver. How you doing?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah, hello, Mustafa.
832, you're live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name and what's on your mind?
Hey, what's up? It's Pulse.
What's up, Pulse?
Hey, Pulse.
Clocks. Hey, it's good luck. Alexander.
What am I, chopped liver?
We're celebrating.
Ole.
Yeah, baby.
617, you're live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name and what's on your mind?
Michael Antimo from Boston.
No way! Michael Anzalone, you just gave me butterflies when I heard your voice.
Michael, welcome to the show.
Huh?
It's the knitter.
Hello, that is how you do. Hi, Jesse.
Hit the like button, you folks. This is the double champ. Yeah, I want to talk to you. You know I'm not big on talking about fighting that much, but...
This is Jeremiah.
Hey, it's Kevin from Chicago.
Nothing. Gotta talk about these fights real quick.
Michael.
Jesus Christ. I'm over here trying to stay awake and shit. Jesus. Oh, my God.
Yeah, it was doing it for you, huh?
Like, no one cares, Justin. Who the fuck's he talking about? Brooklyn Dodgers? Who the fuck them? I don't give a shit about them.
Yeah, he thought the Brooklyn Dodgers should be the ring girl of the year. All right,
that horse.
Okay, Crone, thank you, man.
Wait, he has stuff to talk about. He's making fun of Justin first. Don't hang up on him.
Hey.
Anything else?
Stay white.
Okay, I appreciate that. Did someone put a quote as a call-in? Let's go. Who did that? Hold on a second here. Let me, thank you. Click that link if you want to call into the program. Shout out to Seal. Who made that quote? That's hysterical. So now anyone that's a member can get Bruce Buffer to put out the phone lines. That's actually pretty cool, man. Whoever did that, well played. It's going to be bad. It's going to be, honey, it's going to be bad.
It's going to be bad, my nigga.
All right, let's see. Let's see what's going on here. By the way, everyone's okay. Hence the jokes, right? Everyone's okay. Everyone's okay in this situation. And hopefully this gets sorted out. Hopefully this guy gets the help that he needs, because clearly he needs help. But everyone's okay. Everyone's going to be all right. Everyone's alive and well. So click the link if you want to call in. Do you think Anthony Smith quoted Poirier, is it going to be bad? Going to be bad.
Going to be bad, my nigga.
Going to be bad. J-Beers, you win. You are the first to call in. Welcome to the MMA-Holes.
Hey, Moss. How are you doing tonight?
How's it going, man?
Wonderful, wonderful.
It's going wonderful, wonderful, per usual.
Nice. All right. What's your thoughts, man, on what's going on in the world?
Somebody said it in chat. He's playing fucking Frogger with his fucking wife. Like, give me a break, dude. That's some crazy ass shit. Like you said, like you're like a neighbor, and you see you see this going on outside. Like just call the cops immediately. It's just crazy.
When there's kids involved, Like,
Yeah.
and I see some people in the chat, oh, the charge is going to be dropped, this and that. Nope. I'm telling you, that's not the case, guys. Charges are not going to be dropped. Anthony's going to try to fight it for sure because he doesn't want 26 years in jail. So, yeah, of course he's going to try to fight it. He's probably going to plead insanity or CTE. I don't know what he's going to plead. But no. How could you drop the charges when your husband goes off the rails like that and then starts firing off shots in the house with your fucking kids in there? Dude, like, what?
Yeah, you can't. Not when there's kids involved. Do you think that there's a chance that she drops the charges?
No fucking way. No way. No way you drop the charges. Here's the thing. A mother and their kids, like, it's one thing if it was the whole thing outside in the car and they were acting like two fucking knuckleheads screaming at each other and they're getting into some sort of fight. I mean, the running over is kind of crazy, but what if the wife is embellishing that? Fine. You know, there's probably ways around that. There's no ways around firing shots in the house. Like, there's no ways around that. Like after a fight and shots are being fired in the house, dude, that's a problem.
Yeah, and you know it only gets worse from here, right? Like, if he was to do this stuff and, like, she was to drop the charges, you know it only gets worse from here on out. Like, what stunt does he pull next that's even worse? Yeah, get away from this dude. And I do like he got the bond. That, like, one of the stipulations was, of course, he can't, like, make contact with her. You know he's going to try to make contact with her.
Honey, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
You need to drop the charges. I'm black. It was the black side, man. It wasn't the white side. It was the black side of me, honey. I don't know how to control it.
The CTE. I got hit in the head too much.
It's between me being black and having CTE. And I look like a white guy. I'm just disturbed. It's not. I don't know how to explain this, honey.
Meanwhile, we know the song playing in the background, right? This is how we do
it. Well, that's how you know he's not fully black, because, I mean, no black guy listens to that song. That's a completely white guy song.
Montel?
Yeah, Montel Williams. I did a lot of DJing, and the white people love Montel Williams. So, yeah, that's the white coming out in him there.
Montel Jordan.
It's a banger, I'm telling you. Yeah.
Do you think he's thinking that in his head when he's saying, this is how I do it?
Yeah, what do you think's going through his mind when he's trying to run his... Like, how does that go well? Hey, I'm going to run over my wife in the car. Where does that... I saw a video, actually, before we went live. There was this guy, I don't know if you saw this, but it kind of went viral, and it was a guy that caught his wife cheating, and he was just threatening that he was going to kill himself. And the cop showed up and tased him, long story short. But it's this whole thing played out on a body cam. Did you see this?
No.
Oh, my God, dude. This guy's spazzing out because he caught his wife cheating. He was checking her texts. And it's like she was sexting some other dude. And he's like, I can't live anymore. And he wanted to die. And he wanted the cops to kill him. And the cops did everything they could. And thankfully, they were able to control him. But it was, like, really fucking disturbing. People, guys just, like, listen, guys... You know, like, on the other side of things, us men go through some shit, man. Like we have some mental problems too. There's a lot on our plate, a lot of responsibilities and stuff like that. And if you add in other things that are going on in life, you know, you could snap. You can lose it. And maybe something happened in this Anthony Smith situation where the wife did something really, really fucked up. I don't know. Like, I have no idea. It's just you can't handle it like that. No matter how much you snap, you got to find a way to isolate yourself and figure it out, you know? So
yeah, the poor woman probably, I think, were they at like a concert or a bar or something like that?
Yeah.
Maybe like she goes and gets a drink, right? And she accidentally rubs up on a dude, or dude rubs up on her, and you like that shit, right? And then shit goes spiraling and out of control, you know, at that point, like, dude's got serious problems, like serious CTE, serious mental illness. You don't do this stuff. Like, yeah, like, lock him up, throw away the key.
Someone in the chat, Iron Sack, hello, Iron Sack 55, says attorney said this case is treated different because it's in Nebraska. Nebraska don't have lots of big cases. Florida, they have their own domestic violence court. In Nebraska, the case stands out to the judge. Interesting. Yeah, I guess that has to play a part in Nebraska. Like, I don't know how they handle former UFC fighters that try to run over their wife and try to shoot themselves in the house. I don't know. I don't know how they handle that.
It is Nebraska too, right? Like
Yeah.
nothing happens in Nebraska, right? What you watch corn grow and watch UFC fights, you know? So, I mean, the Cornhuskers suck. So, yeah, that's interesting. That's a pretty funny fucking name, though. Iron Sack.
Yeah, Iron Sack coming in. Blind Psychonaut says something too. They're all in caps, so I'm figuring they're screaming. They need me to see this. I'm a survivor of severe child abuse. Damn, dude. You making your lame ass jokes about domestic violence is one, a poor taste, and second, it kind of makes you look like a douchebag. No, okay. Oh my god, dude.
We're just having some fun.
Okay, the Blind Psychonaut. I understand you're blind, but you're not deaf, right? I've been fucking talking about I've been shitting on Anthony Smith for being a piece of shit for years. I've said now he's a domestic violence person, which is a bigger piece of shit. Lock him up and throw away the key. I do one bit about what happened the night of, and now I'm a piece of shit. Like, I don't understand. I think that he's a piece of shit. Like, how many ways do I have to explain this to you, Blind Psychonaut, Mr. All Caps? And I am sorry to hear that you were abused as a kid. That's fucking horrible, and that's why I want Anthony Smith to be locked up. I mean, if he's shooting a gun off with the kids in the fucking house, yeah, lock him up and throw away the key, for sure. But I'm sorry that you were abused.
I'll just say, no, you're good, Moss. I'll just say one thing to Blind Psychonaut. Like, I really enjoyed your story. I honestly thought that it was very motivating, right? Especially for normal guys, right? Because I don't know how I would live being blind, bro. Like, I fucking don't. But it's just a show, bro.
Yeah. Dude, I did one bit and you just discredit like everything that I said how Anthony Smith's a piece of shit. We'll forget about that, but you did one joke about him being white or black, and then that's
Do you think we should hook Blind Psychonaut up with Lord of Pies?
But you know what sucks though? Like he is blind. Yeah, he is blind. So like in his all he hears is like what I say in explaining it. So now I painted that picture of that story, and now he had to live that nightmare of Anthony Smith. So now in his head, he's in the car. No, he's in the car with Anthony Smith.
What the fuck is happening?
I teleported him into that weird conversation in the car. That's not what happened, Blind Psychonaut. I was goofing around. That's not what happened. All right. Yeah, hold on a second. I got some alerts. Let me play this over here.
Wonderful.
We got Freeze.
Mose, was the black part of me really the legal defense Smith is gonna use?
Yeah, he might. I'm gonna get in so much trouble in all different areas. By the way, I'm just joking, guys. I'm not saying he did this because he was black. All right, he might have. I don't know why. We're not sure what he is. We have no idea. We have no clue.
Oh, super
But it's a great defense. According to Strickland, he would use it.
Yet fret not, I found my credit card and my surfboard. Tony has always been borderline banana cake, so...
Thank you, John. Imagine Anthony Smith, he hits the stand, and he's like, Your Honor, it was the black side of me. I couldn't control it. If you look at me, I'm white, but my face tells the story that I could possibly be black as well.
He's gonna be like, do you ever see the Dustin Poirier video? It's gonna be bad.
I know. I see that, to goat. I see that. Okay, what else we got, J-Beers? What's going on?
That's funny. I did want to confirm, right? So when the news broke about, PFL and MVP, which I'll get into in a second, obviously I put it in Discord. I was waiting for somebody to respond in Discord, and then on another Discord that I'm on, I saw, we're not going to be talking about like Power Slap's on right now. Is anybody watching it? And I'm like, fuck, Power Slap's on, right? So obviously I'm at work, turned on the Power Slap. There was a I think one finish or one good finish, and then the rest fouls, and it was all right, but yeah, I mean, it was definitely not the best Power Slap card. Let's just say that. So yeah, I did want to say though, there was 2 clams in the main event, and you can just imagine, right?
Can you do a weekly Power Slap recap for the people that are interested? We'll have a segment where J-Beers calls in and tells us what happened in Power Slap, so we don't have to watch it. You could watch it for us and tell us and give us the stories. Would you be interested in that?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Let's do
good.
it.
Take one for the team.
Let's
okay.
add that to the program. All right. So MVP PFL, right? PFL buys Bellator, thinking like things are going to get better, right? Remember, at first they had Jake Paul. He's promoting too, like, yeah, I am going to be in the PFL. I will be fighting next year. How long ago was that he said that? 5 years ago, 4 years ago,
Yeah,
something like that. And now, obviously, the new comes out. PFL has to do something. They're
it was like 2
burning
years
money
ago. I
in
think it was only like 2 years ago, to be honest.
I don't know. I think it was longer than that,
No.
Moss.
It was when they signed Francis, which wasn't that long ago. A couple years ago. Yeah.
So PFL, obviously, they're still on ESPN Plus, which, like I told you, I still have my subscription. I never canceled it. So I did watch the PFL card last week. I think it was later on that Saturday after the UFC event, so which kind of worked out nice. I couldn't even tell you who fought in the main event. But obviously so MVP comes along, right?
Mm-hmm.
You would think out of everything, like it would be under the PFL umbrella. No, like it's under the MVP umbrella. So essentially, I know it's merged, right? But the company that merges into the other company is essentially the boss, and that's MVP. So it's very, very interesting that PFL did this. And I don't know if it's like the tournament style. Are they paying the fighters too much? Like it's like the Apex wherever they go, right? It's not like stadiums or arenas they're selling out.
Yeah. I would be more excited about this if Jake Paul didn't have that big announcement a couple years back. He's going to be fighting in MMA and he's partnering up with them. Like if that never happened, I would be a little bit more interested and intrigued by this whole announcement. But I feel like we've already been there, done that. And it's like
Yes.
the ESPN contracts coming to an end. They were looking to rename themselves. They were looking for a new place to have their fights. So it kind of makes sense for them to team up with another company to get some traction. And I kind of don't care. I just need to see it happen, right? Whatever happens with MVP, what kind of cards you going to put together with this PFL situation. I'll watch. I'll be interested, but I'm not excited at all. I have zero excitement. I don't think this is a big situation. In fact, if anything, there are going to be less PFL events. So PFL is doing more events now. Once the merge is done, there's going to be less PFL events. So, I mean, fighters are not going to have as much time to fight. Yes, they'll be making more money if they're on the cards, but if they're not as active, what are they going to do? So
there's going to be think of all the fighters that PFL has too. They have a lot of fighters.
Yeah, a lot of guys are going to be losing jobs. Honestly.
Exactly.
So
exactly. It'll be really interesting to see how it plays out. But I did want to say, like, does Jake Paul want to be Dana White, right? Obviously, he's got the MVP promotion with the boxing, right? Now he's getting into he did the fucking, Netflix card, right? He's getting into the MMA world. Now he merges with PFL. So you've got boxing and and MMA, right? Just like Zuffa and UFC. It's really amazing. Like, Jake Paul really wants to be Dana White.
Yeah, I think he's a fan when he was a kid of the UFC, and now that he can be a little thorn in Dana's side, he enjoys that. But to be the next Dana White, I think what he wants to do is he would love to crush Dana, consider it. I think he's just a massive Dana fan. The fact that Dana got into boxing and he's doing things in boxing that Jake could only dream of. Like Jake is doing insane things as an influencer. But Dana's literally starting this whole Zuffa thing and putting on some of the best fights out there in boxing now. Like Garcia Ben is very interesting. And I think Jake is a little jelly. He's a little jelly Paul. But he's still competing and he's in his own lane and he's just using the UFC as, I guess to get clout. I don't know.
Let's go, Trigger. Yeah, and he says he's going to fight in 2027. I will bet the farm right now that he never steps inside an MMA cage. Will he box? Absolutely. We could see him a few more times. But I will bet the farm that he does not fight for that. For whatever. Like if they rename it, they probably will rename it, right? Unless you want to keep that PFL or, I don't know, Bellator banner. But yeah, very interesting.
By the way, I want to answer. Jake will fight one more time in boxing. Actually, he's cleared. So he will fight boxing before the year is up. And next year, the reason why he says next year MMA is because he's going to wait for Conor to return, get out of his contract, and then he is going to push so hard his debut in MMA against Conor. That's what he's going to try to do. For sure.
He'll have to wait. He'll have to wait for one more knee injury, right? Because like the UFC is not going to let him out of that contract. He is going to fight in the UFC regardless.
Yeah, Conor will force himself into a fight, which will be a joke, and then he'll have a joke fight against Jake Paul. It seems like it's almost guaranteed lock that Jake will fight Conor. Like the more I think about it.
Isn't Jake like enormously larger than Conor?
He is. Yeah, he's a big dude.
I thought it's like Jake going after Ilya. Remember that fucking on Aiden Ross?
Yeah, it's stupid. Like if Conor takes that fight, I understand there's a lot of money to be made, but don't do it, man. Like what are we doing? Don't take that fucking fight, man. Go to bare knuckle, do whatever the hell you got to do over there with your company. But if he does take the fucking cash and go over and does a Jake Paul cross promotion thing where he fights Jake, man, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. I mean, if you hate Conor, you're gonna love it.
I did hear that the UFC is actually coming back to my home October 3rd. It doesn't sound like it's going to be a numbered event, unfortunately, right? I got 278. I got 298. The fight that was announced is Johnny Walker versus Mick Parkin. Hey, they're not giving Johnny a can at heavyweight his first time. That's for sure. That's kind of funny. But, I mean, come on. That better not be the main event. I pray that's not the main event.
Yeah. It's interesting, though. It is interesting. That's not an easy fight at all.
No, it's not. It could be fun. It could be fun, right? Depending on we could get the Johnny against God, who was that fight Johnny had, and it was like there was like no action in the whole thing. Oh, and
there was two of them.
No.
There was the one against Santos, which was boring as all hell, and what was the other one?
The last one, the very last one.
Fuck, who was it?
I know, I can't remember. I wanted to say it was MVP.
No,
no, it's not. That's too. He's too small.
Fuck was Johnny's last fight? Help me on the chat. I'm having a brain fart. Johnny Walker. I gotta look this up, man. Hold on a second. Let me go on my website, my own website. What am I doing here?
Goat milk.
Okay. What else you got while I'm looking this up?
Somebody put it in the chat so people can sign up.
I can't remember, man. Was it Reyes?
Dominic Reyes, yes, that was it. That was the boring ass. Was it Dominic Reyes? Remember how boring it was, though. So I hope it doesn't turn into that. But Mick Parkin is not terrible.
Reyes, yeah, good memory. Whoever said that, yeah, the decision loss against Reyes. That's correct. That was a boring fight. Yes, yeah, that surprising win against Zhang. That was shocking.
No.
Yeah,
we all picked Zhang to win that fight, first round knockout.
Even the Anthony Smith one, yeah, that was kind of lame. That was the one with the "you can attack my family." Yeah, he's been in a couple of them. Ultimately, though, I do find Johnny entertaining. I do find him fun.
His brother's getting entertaining too.
Oh yeah,
Walter's a lot of fun. All right, Cuck Islam. Let's talk about it. Right. God. I am not an Ian Garry fan. You know I hate that cuck. You know I've always hated him. I can't stand him. Obviously wanted Protez to knock him into the shadow realm. I just dislike Islam a lot more.
Why?
Lot more.
What's the reason?
I hate the whole Ramadan aspect that he fights literally once a year, right? And you demand, Gaethje, he has to fight again this year.
You don't like Ramadan? You're not a fan of Ramadan?
It's not the it's just the excuse of Ramadan. Like, it is a valid excuse. I know it is, right? And they can't, they're only eating at sundown, right? And they're fasting during the day. I get it. But this happens every single year. It's longer than a month.
Have you noticed, though, a lot of UFC champions, as soon as they win the belts, they chill. They pump the brakes. They don't really run it back, unless you're like Alex Pereira. But most champions will not stay super active. It's like a normal thing,
But here's my whole thing, right? Is that you're like, Gaethje better fight again this year, right?
I would like, yes, as a selfish fan, I'd like to see that, but I don't.
But
it's not.
You want Strickland to fight again this year, right? Strickland's already fought.
But
twice,
I don't use it as a reason, though. Like, I don't use how many times they're gonna fight. Like, I give a shit. Like, if I'm excited about a fighter, like for instance, Hamzat is a good example. He doesn't fight that much, but he excites me.
Once a year.
Do you like Hamzat?
I'm not a Hamzat fan, no.
Okay. All right, so you don't like any of them then?
No,
right?
I'm not saying I don't like any of them. I know there's a neckbeard.
Who's your favorite neckbeard? Who would you say would be your favorite?
I'm trying to think.
You don't have to name one, but if you don't like him, it's fine. Like
I
a lot of
like,
people don't.
Chonko.
What's that?
I liked Chonko.
You like Chonko? Okay. And okay,
Yeah,
he's very premature in his career. He only has like one UFC fight. So say he doesn't stay active, which he might not be, right? Because we don't know if can he fight in the States? I don't even know. Like, I have even no idea what these Muslim guys like. Who the hell?
Oh, he can fight in the States. It's only
Okay.
Shara Bullet that can't fight in the States.
Okay. Well, Hamzat too is another one, but he eventually got in. All right, so Chonko you like? You go with Chonko? Okay.
I just want more activity from him is all, right? Like you talk about people holding up the division, right? When you're fighting once a year, in my opinion, you're holding up the division.
It could be a management thing too. It could be Ali Abdelaziz. Could be.
I just don't see why you don't get on the neckbeards like you get on the white boys.
The only neckbeards I genuinely like is Islam and Hamzat. That's it. I shit on them all. I'm not a big neck. I hated Khabib. Like, hated him. If you watch McGregor Khabib, if you watch any Khabib fight, I'm rooting against him, man. I don't like Khabib. I fucking can't stand him. But I know he's good. Like, I know he's really good. I just I just don't like him, you know? And it's fine. Like, if you just don't like Islam, that's completely fine. I just don't know where Ian Garry's redeeming qualities are better. I just can't find it.
Yeah, they're hard to see. They're hard to see.
That's the thing.
Again,
imagine Ian Garry as the champ. That's horrific.
That interview that he had was awful. Like, I mean, it was like the Anthony Smith crime. Only he used his words, right? It was that bad.
Ian Garry, I'm picturing it now. Him strutting around with the belt over his shoulder, his wife and his wife's ex-husband, and the kid that's not even his kid, but he has one that's his kid. But anyway, like, it's just like the scene right there. It's like, dude, I don't want to. I'm the champion now. I can't even stand the way he talks. Look at me, I'm the champion now. Who's gonna get me belt? I'm the champ. Let me sit in the corner. Fuck my wife, please. Wearing my belt and fuck my wife. Like, that's what's gonna happen.
I'll just sit in the corner. Oh God, but I think I dislike Islam more for his inactivity than anything else, right? Because I just hate the fact that this dude fights again once every year and a half, essentially, and that's as a UFC fan, right? We're big UFC fans. We watch it every freaking week. You know, you want to see these divisions moving. And like, he's just racking up the wins. They're talking about 16 in a row. But again, when you're fighting once every year and a half, and you know, I know he is fighting the top guys that you can't.
He
say
fought
he's
two
not
times
fighting
last
top guys.
year. Yeah, he fought once in 24, 2 times in 23, 2 times in 22. So max you're going to get out of him is actually 21. He had 3 fights. But yeah, mostly it's a lot of just 2 times. Let's look at Ian Garry. Let's look at his.
Does it feel like once just because he's like just such a blanket? You think?
Ian Garry fought twice in 25. Didn't fight at all in 26. Fought 3 times in 24, 3 times in 23. But he didn't even fight this year, Garry. He was just waiting around.
He was.
So wait, you're talking about activity. Ian Garry hasn't fought since November of 25.
When was the last time Islam fought?
26. He fought what's his face? JDM.
This year?
Yeah.
You're right.
J-Biz,
Okay. Fair enough.
Just say you don't like him. Just say you don't like his face. That's the
I
only
don't like his face, Moss. I don't like his fucking neck beard.
No, I'm wrong. It was in 25. It was November as well. Yeah, they both didn't fight So they both fought 2 times in 25. They both fought 2 times in 25. So they got the same thing going on.
He's going to be an insufferable champion, right? The good news is that, you know, if Ian Garry can pull this thing off, which is very unlikely, but I'll be rooting like hell for it. If he pulls it off, he's going to fight Protez for the belt, and Protez is going to get his revenge, right?
Would you root for Michael Morales over?
No, I was going to say
Islam.
When I got off that call, and you're like, "Oh, you see him in this dress," I didn't like. because you didn't have it on the calls, right? So when I got out and I actually seen him twerking his butt in that dress, like, what the fuck is happening? This dude is a fighter and he's wearing that. I was like, I couldn't believe it.
But it's no worse than what Ian Garry does when he goes on talk shows. And Ian Garry talks like the cuckiest of the cucks. You know, like, listen, I understand loving women, man. I get it, man. I love women too.
When you're a tranny,
I look at Garry just like Morales. They're in the same boat to me, to be honest. I hope Prates whoops both of their asses, even though Garry beat Prates. You know what? I rooted for Garry over Prates. I did.
Well, I know you did, and I'm a big Prates fan. I love Prates.
I rooted for Garry. It's just lately, he's become so, I can't defend him anymore. It's just, it's impossible. I've defended him.
You really went out on a limb defending him.
I defended him a lot. Yeah, up until the Prates.
Years.
Right after the Prates fight, I jumped ship. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So, but how long until that fight? That's coming up, right? A couple weeks.
Yeah, 3:30 is. It's after this one, right? Hold on, let me double check. Yeah, it's the 15th. Excuse me. We got Gamrot Sal killed before that. Excuse me. Yeah, Gamrot Sal killed. Another morning one, and then we're into the 3:30.
Oh my God! 3 morning events in a row. What are they doing to us?
Yeah.
Although it's not ideal, because I have to wake up, super early Monday through Friday. But it was like I had the rest of the day just to do whatever. I took a nap, of course, but we went to the movies. There's stuff you can do after.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I can't. I just don't like Islam, and I hope Ian Garry beats the crap out of him. Right. But I'm not. He's again. It's very unlikely.
Okay,
but hey, stay white, Moss.
Thank you. I will. Now he's stealing Chrome's line. How dare he? He's stealing Chrome's line. Wild, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Dan, bro.
I'm doing wonderful.
Wonderful.
Welcome to the MMA-Holes.
Yeah, bro.
So, what do you think about all these shenanigans, everything that's going on in the UFC?
I think it's sad. I think it's sad to his family. I think it's sad, just completely. It really is.
Oh yeah, it's definitely sad for sure. I feel for the kids, man. I feel for those children.
I don't feel for him. Like, he knows what he's done, right? But the thing is, right? Like, you don't know what's happened in that situation. So something could have happened in that has triggered him to cause that, right? Now, I've got a similar situation close to me, right? Where I've got neighbours which I've got a proxy dad, right? Which comes in and, like, children are sitting playing games all day, all night, windows open, can't get a sleep, and you're thinking, like, what? Like, come on. Other neighbours are getting fed up with
exactly.
As well. It shouldn't be happening, right? But I kind of understand, like, what you're saying about his situation. He should never have did that in the first place, right? Lock him up, put him down. I'd say 20 years to life, definitely.
I don't like, his kids are, 15, 12, 9, and 4. He's got 4 kids, and the youngest is 4 years old. My daughter's 5, so I'm just thinking about it. I couldn't imagine a year ago.
You think about that, right?
Dude, it's
like,
heartbreaking.
You've got to stand as a father there, right? And you've got to stand for yourself and your kids, right? You got to stand in front. But you think about it, what about if you're the neighbour and that happens to you, right? And your neighbour says something to you, right? What would happen there? Can I ask that question?
What's that? If the neighbours said what?
Let's say you had a neighbour, right, that had a problem with all the noise all night long, right? With gaming going on, windows open, summertime, like windows full open, gaming, playing, children running past. It shouldn't be happening. Seriously, right? I get it. Children will be children. I get that one, but like when they kind of wind people up, right, with windows open all night long, that shouldn't be happening.
I agree. I got something coming in here.
Oh, super chat.
Casey Jones, real quick.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this
Seriously,
Lucky
man.
Charm saying?
He doesn't know what you're saying, Casey. He can't understand you.
No.
Yeah.
Right, I'll slow down a bit. Mark, get Smokey in. He can understand. He can understand it. Right, I'll slow down a bit.
It's okay.
So,
Yeah.
basically, right, if you've got someone next door that's harassing you, or say someone else in the street, right, is having a problematic problem with their kids, right,
Mm-hmm.
you've got to stand up for the family. You're the family man, right?
Yes.
Mamos, what would you do if that was happening to you?
Oh, if I was the neighbor and I heard all that commotion,
Yes.
I would
Every
call.
night.
Oh, I'd call the police instantly. Yeah, I wouldn't even get involved. I'd call the police.
But really, would you really want to call the police, to be honest?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, I would call the police.
No,
Because if I knew there was kids in there,
like, you would back off.
What?
You would just back off, like, just back off from it and just let it roll out and just.
No,
let
wait.
it
If you
play
knew,
out.
wait, hold on. If you knew kids were in the house, young kids were in that house,
No.
and
I'll
you see
call
your
my
neighbor trying to
counselor.
run over his wife,
I'll call my counsellor if I have to.
you would call a counselor?
I would not phone the police, no. I wouldn't be a grass, mate.
Yeah, maybe it's different in Scotland, but over here, I would call the police instantly. Just because, even if it's nothing going on, it could get de-escalated.
Okay. I kind of get it. There was a firearm involved. I get that one, but
Yeah.
we don't have that in Scotland, right? We don't have anything like that at all, right? So who would pull a firearm at a child anyway? I don't get that one, right? Seriously, like the way he acted and the role he plays in the UFC as a commentator as well, right? He should be looked upon as a Hall of Famer, as he is, right? But he's not acting like it.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, as you said with Bisbee earlier, with the podcast, he had a podcast with Bisbee, right?
Yeah.
That makes me wonder why he's not got one now. That makes sense.
Oh yeah, well, allegedly he wasn't very professional, right? So that's why Bisping was like, I can't do this. Maybe he wasn't showing up on time or blowing him off. I was listening to James Lynch today, and he was talking about how Anthony Smith used to be super cool, do interviews, this and that, and then all of a sudden he just started blowing him off out of nowhere. So he would, and listen, he's not obligated to do interviews with media or whatever, but if you've had this good relationship with somebody for many years, and then all of a sudden just stop responding, like, that's just kind of shithead behavior. Like, if I don't want to do something, I'll just like go into the DM and be like, nah, man, I can't make it, man. Or I don't want to do interviews right now. You know, like there's ways to be polite about it. You know, I'm good. You know, maybe swing back around another time or whatever. You know, he just blew him off.
As you say there, Moss, that's the proper way to go about something, right? No, not like just ignore the guy. Like, have a conversation with someone, please. Like, don't let things build up. Like, have a conversation with your neighbour or whoever it's with, right?
Another thing, too, Anthony Smith, he's always the first guy on a podcast to start criticizing anyone that's ever gotten into trouble with the law or done something stupid. He's like the first to go out there and say something, you know?
Well, was he not the dude that got his house robbed and then and ended up beating up the dude? Like, come on, like, you wouldn't beat up the dude as a professional MMA. Like,
hold on, I got something coming in here.
Let me put it at me, right? He could actually keep that guy to the ground until the police come.
Try talking faster.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make sense.
Casey just donated and says talking slower makes it worse. He needs you to talk faster. He says that might help.
I can't talk faster, bro.
Okay.
If I talk faster, you can't understand.
Okay. All right. That's what he
I
said.
ain't Icelandic. I ain't Greenland. I ain't Norwegian. I'm Scottish, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's the only way I can speak. Just like English. That is English. I live in the same island.
According to the chat, Iron Sack says your voice is making him hard right now. He says he's getting hard from it.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Good luck to him.
That's kind of cool,
Let
right?
him pull his hand. Get him to pull his hand. right? But I could not really care any the less.
Yeah.
Good luck to the dude, right? Let him do what he wants to do. But as I said, right, like, but Anthony Smith should never have did that in the first place, right? Like, as his career has evolved into a commentator, he should never have come into that situation in that way, ever.
Yeah.
Like, you should do that yourself, Moss, right? Like as a content creator, like Jess as well, and Jesse, like many other people, same in the position. Like, I don't think it would that well. Actually, I do know one person in the community, and I don't really want to say them. God, somebody had to get and get the card back one day, right? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
To get the card back one day. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
You do.
No, I have no idea. I have no idea.
He had to take things into his own hands that day, right?
Yeah.
But you don't need to bring children into it, and that's the problem. Like that's just beyond it, right?
Okay.
Seriously, if it's between a man and a man, fair enough, right? Anything else than that, blow the belt. Sorry, not happening.
Okay.
Just keep yourself to yourself and pipe down.
Yeah.
As we say in Scotland, pipe down means like be quiet and just keep calm.
Yeah, you got knuckleheads like this in Scotland trying to run over their wives?
No, like
No?
we don't. I've never seen that in my life. Like somebody try to run over their wife. Like, I mean, like
No, huh?
that's just
Okay.
beyond it.
This
Like,
must be just an American tradition.
well, like we don't have guns either. It's like it's another thing.
Oh, it's
too.
true. Yeah, you guys
Like,
don't do guns over there, right?
You see, like
We guys
I
have
don't
like swords in the house?
understand why. What?
You have like swords in the house?
No.
What kind of weapons you guys have? Like,
No,
if someone breaks in the house, what do? You grab a bat, a knife? What would you grab? God forbid.
golf club.
A golf club?
A
All
golf
right.
club.
Yeah, I'll do some damage.
Golf club.
Okay.
Yeah, man. But if I had that, as you said, if I had to, yes, I would grab a golf club.
What about a bagpipe?
Only
Would you
if
grab a bagpipe and hit someone over the head with it?
What?
A bagpipe? Would you hit someone over the head with?
I don't think that would really do much. Do you know what a bagpipe is?
It's got to hurt, though. If you threw a bagpipe really hard at
Do you know
someone's
what
head,
a bagpipe is?
it's got like
Seriously.
pipes. It's like a bag with pipes.
No.
Oh.
It's a cow's stomach.
Hmm. Okay.
It's a cow's stomach with pieces of wood sticking at it. So it's like a cow's stomach, right? With
It's a cow's
pieces of
stomach?
wood sticking at it. And you
Is it really a
go
cow?
into
It's
it
made out
and-
of cow's stomach, you're saying?
Yeah, and you've got to like use your arm to
Yeah, you
squeeze
squeeze
it
it.
to make that noise. Yes.
You squeeze the
It's a
cow's-
bit like what can I say? Like what's the name? Oh, like
Okay.
an accordion. Do you know what accordion's like?
I have no idea.
Where like it's like a piano on one side, it's got like raffles in the middle and buttons on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
So fashion. But a bagpipe is actually made out of a cow's stomach, yes.
Okay. All right. So, you
Yeah.
have anything else on your mind? We got a couple other people in the back rooms.
What do you think of the card coming up?
Okay. Oh, this weekend? Yeah, a little Serbia action. Yeah.
Which card you talking about?
Medic? You talking about Medic Rodriguez this weekend, or are you talking about another card?
Yes.
Okay. Who you picking? Rodriguez or Medic or Euros?
No.
You don't know?
No.
Okay.
Actually,
I'm
can
picking
I
Medic.
ask you a question, Moss, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. I put a comment in the chat, right, about the Super Bowl, right, as in like the football, right, as in like being the football Super Bowl, right?
Okay.
In the UK, there seems to be a big problem just now because like FIFA is taking over like America for some reason because of the World Cup. And I said, for a joke, right? I said, it's the football bowl, right?
Okay.
Or the soccer bowl, as Americans would say it, right? Because you just don't say football. You just class football as American football. But UEFA, as in the European Football Association, has completely disowned FIFA because of this, because it's getting taken over by America. What's your take on that?
I don't even know what you said, to be honest with you. I couldn't figure it out. Something about football and soccer, and I have no idea. But do you have anything else? Because the chat is they're banging their heads off the wall. They don't know what's going on. Do you have anything else about the UFC? Yeah, they're losing their mind.
I'm banging it.
You're making them go crazy.
Bro.
You did wait a while, so I'm giving you a chance to speak your mind. But they're losing it in the chat. They're acting like Anthony Smith right now.
Good luck to your family.
All right,
good luck to your family, bro.
Thank you, man.
Safe.
Same,
Safe,
Wild.
Bro.
Be good, man.
Love you.
He's a good
love
man.
Everybody. Love MMA-Holes.
Much love.
Peace.
All right, that's Wild over there. He's a good man. We got Raw Trap Lord here. How you doing? Welcome to the MMA-Holes.
I'm back.
Welcome back. What do you think about Anthony Smith?
Yeah, he's fucked.
Yeah, right? Have you ever tried to run over a woman in a car?
No, I never have a car.
Okay. If you did, would you try to run over a woman?
Depends.
Is it because you're black or no?
No.
Okay, all right. I just want to debunk that rumor. Okay, so if she was acting up, you may have to run her over, correct?
Depends.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you think he's messed up in this situation, right? You think he's gonna be locked up for the 26 years, or you think they're
What
gonna?
happened?
What do you mean? What happened?
What did he do? What did he do besides that?
So allegedly, he was threatening his wife. If she didn't get in the car, he was gonna kill her. And then when they got home, he allegedly tried to run her over. And then when they were inside the house, he says, "If you call the police, I'm gonna kill myself." And there was some shots fired. It's a whole mess.
Oh, yeah, he's fucked.
Yeah. Have you ever shot a gun?
I don't even have a gun.
Okay, but you've never shot one at a range or anything like that?
Not yet.
Okay.
One day I will.
Okay. What kind of gun would you like to shoot? Like a pistol or a rifle?
Something like that.
Like a bazooka? What about a bazooka?
Oh, a bazooka, probably.
Okay. All right. What else you got going on?
That's about it.
Oh, okay. Well, it's good talking to you.
Yeah.
Okay, that's Raw Trap Lord. We got 2 joints here. Canada calling in. 2 joints. How you doing?
Moss, how are you doing tonight, brother?
I'm doing
wonderful.
After we open the phone lines, I just feel amazing. Yeah.
Okay, good stuff. Well, this is just a short little call in, Moss, so we can let some other folks in.
Okay.
I'm just going to touch on the Anthony Smith thing. Aside from all the UFC, aside from the fandom, the famedom, bro, he's made a major mistake. Judges don't like it when women and children are put in danger like that. And I just think he's really fucked up. He's going to do a bunch of time, but he won't do the 26 years because Moss, what lawyers are like. They'll plead down. They'll take a few lesser charges off and stick the big ones.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say he does about 7 or 8 years in jail for this. Woo. That's my guess.
Damn, man. Yeah. I mean, I definitely think he's going to be doing some time. But yeah, the full thing, maybe not. They'll probably knock it down.
Yeah.
But it's sad. It's sad if you think about it this way, right? This guy has everything. Even though he's, the UFC he didn't get to the top of the mountain. He was damn close. And now he's got this pretty cushy job as a commentator. He can do podcasts. He's got all these things that these luxuries in life. He's got a family, 4 beautiful children. To throw this all away is just, it is sad. It's really sad to hear.
It is sad, Moss. And I mean, before this happened, I'm sure he had a great story, ups and downs in the UFC. He's got a beautiful family. But like I said, these judges, bro, you threaten the wife and the kids see that. The kids are going to end up with some PTSD. They're not going to get this out of their mind. But I mean, the guy's going to get what he gets. And I'm going to say about 8 to 9 years after it's all said and done. But anyways, Moss, I'm going to hit the road. But just a quick Gillian Dern prediction. Gillian's going to shock the world. It's going to go to a decision. She wins by split decision, and that's all I got.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Thank you, Two Joints.
Yeah.
Right.
Later, bud.
All right, take it easy. That's 2 Joints calling in. I hope Gillian wins, to be honest. That'd be great if Gillian brings the belt to Canada, right? He's referring to, I don't know if this is, I guess this is at the co-main event, I guess. But Gillian Robertson's the title fight versus Mackenzie Dern. If Gillian gets the job done, it's a huge opportunity for Canada here. And she's been on quite the roll. Both girls grapple really well. Both girls have not the best of striking, so this probably is going to hit the ground if it nullifies each other and there's a sloppy slobber knocker between the two. I would enjoy that. But, yeah, Gillian is the same reach, a little younger, 2 years younger. It's crazy that she worked. She was in a spot where it was like, I don't know if this is going to work out, and now she's been on quite the roll. She's fighting for the actual title. It feels weird. Like when they first made this, it feels like it's not even a title fight, right? I don't look at Mackenzie Dern as a champion. It's just weird. I just don't feel champion when I see Mackenzie, but technically she is, and she'll be bringing that fat ass into the cage, looking to stay on still. What's the let's see the votes on here. So we have 100% Mackenzie Dern. So those that have voted, but this is early, have picked Mackenzie Dern. The limited that put their votes in. Okay. Who's picking? You think Gillian's tougher, huh? I mean, let's look at the resume. We haven't really broken this one down. It's so funny that we barely spoke about the fights this weekend, but I do have Medic, by the way, over Rodriguez. I think Medic will get the finish. Man, Gillian hasn't lost since Tabitha Ricci in 23. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fight win streak. Lemos, Rodriguez, Pinero, the Karate Hottie, and Poliana Vieira. Looking at Mackenzie Dern, she's got Rob Schneider, Amanda Hebas, Lupi Godinez. So a 3-fight win streak for her. So both girls on a nice little win streak. Gillian a little bit more active. Lost to Lemos and Andrade. Damn. Who's going to win this, man? I am a little more biased towards Robertson. I'd like to pick Robertson in this one. But that will be a severe bias because I am not a Mackenzie Dern fan, to be honest. I liked Dern on the way, like when she was the hype coming into the UFC. I remember we used to react to some of her stuff before the UFC, and I liked the hype. And then the fake accent nonsense and the weird I don't know. There's a lot of weird shit that happened afterwards, and I don't know. I never really simped out for her after that. You can do it. Yeah, she beat that guy. Gillian might be a live dog, right? I mean, but you've asked your Canada, right? Like, Canadians are going to go Robertson in this one. And I kind of want to be with you on this. Wow. So the last Canadian champ was GSP, right? So, man, imagine she gets it. Jasmine was supposed to be the girl. But Robertson can get it done. That's crazy to see Robertson in this title shot over here. I hope she wins. I really do. I like her. And she's a weed smoker, so who doesn't like that? Everyone loves a good weed smoker. When is manufactured star? Wait, hold on. One is a manufacturing star. The other got it out the mud. That's true. Yeah, Robertson, she grinded. There was a time, Robertson, like, I thought she was not going to do shit. But, I mean, ultimately, the worst she was on is a 2-fight skid. Man, I thought it was a longer losing streak. It's a pretty impressive resume. A lot of UFC fights. Damn, this is crazy. Robertson started in 2018 actually, she was in the Ultimate Fighter finale 2017. So almost the entire duration of our YouTube channel, Robertson has been competing. Well, let's not talk about the Ultimate Fighter. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 UFC fights. Holy shit. That is incredible. And she's the younger girl. She's got way more UFC experience. 19 UFC fights under her belt. That is insane. Mackenzie. Actually, Mackenzie did some work. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Damn, time flies. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14, 15, 16. I mean, only 3 behind her. 6. How the fuck did Mackenzie Dern? Damn, I'm telling you, it seems like yesterday that Dern made her debut. I remember, on LFA, we were doing reactions there, and in Invicta, she got slammed into the UFC. 16 fights. So 2018. Dude, this is crazy, man. We are getting old, man. We are getting old. Those have been around. Holy shit. Did you guys realize that Robertson, 19 UFC fights, and Dern not too far behind? 16? Dude, it feels like yesterday. That's crazy, man. Time is flying. All right. Give me some last comments in the chat, and then we'll wind this puppy down. Tomorrow will be PFL, and then we will be doing the fight card that's going down Saturday morning. Medic versus Rodriguez, Serbia. A big deal. It's called UFC Belgrade. And the co-main event's good. Actually, this card got better. Like, when they first made it, I wasn't too thrilled. I mean, you got Dusko on the main card. That's not saying much. But still, should be interesting fights and fun fights to watch on this card. Seems like just yesterday I jerked off to Dern at Buffalo Wild Wings. Right? It's just yesterday. Careers can go on forever when you throw in pillow hands like women's MMA. I've been watching since the late 90s. Damn. It's crazy, though. Like, Gillian Robertson and Dern, it really does feel like yesterday, especially Mackenzie Dern, when she came into the UFC. You ever turning purple on Gummy Gang again? It's not the same. You guys want me to be purple? Gummy Gang. Shout out to Gummy Gang, our second channel. If you like, it's completely off the rails. We'll talk UFC. We'll talk politics. We'll talk other sports. We'll talk about love life. We open panels. It's a great channel. It's our second channel. Gummy Gang, go there. And Moss and Jesse Show. Moss, M-O-S and J-E-S-S-E. Every Monday we got a show over there. Tons of content. I want to give a shout out to everyone that dropped donations. I want to give a shout out to the MJ peeps that came in earlier, dropped a couple of donos. Appreciate you guys and gals for doing that. If you guys didn't drop those donations, it's tough for us to continue, but you guys have been strong. Wild consistently stayed up top as the dog, so thank you, Wild, for being the top dog. Thank you to everyone calling in, and I'll see you tomorrow for PFL. PFL New York is going down tomorrow. Don't be an a-hole. Be an MMA hole. Good night, guys. Drop the MMA Holes logos in the chat right now. The party.
Goat milk is where you milk them nips. Only one will be the champ. Hoist that belt and make the ladies tap. MMA-Holes.tv. Take it to the top of the leaderboard. Milking milk that victory with the highest score. Link up with your fellow holes. Unleash the dragons and torch the trolls. With orange MMA-Holes. TV MMA-Holes. Do TV. MMA-Holes. Sub TV. UTV MMA-Holes. Do TV. MMA-Holes. Do TV. Cornucopia hibiscus. Cornucopia hibiscus. Gonna be bad, my nigga. Get out! Get out now! Get out now!